Ladies and gentlemen, the Effingham High School football and cheerleading programs would like to welcome everyone to the 2020 Flaming Heart Recognition Night. One of the goals of high school athletics is learning lifetime values such as dedication, loyalty, character, and the ability to handle adversity in life. At this time, I'd like to introduce the seniors, first with the cheerleaders. We have one senior cheerleader. Her name is Jenna Custer. Jenna is the daughter of Kylie Hewing, Sam Hewing, and Tony Custer. Jen has been involved in the football cheer team all 4 years. She's earned Football Cheerleading Leadership Award last year, and after high school, she plans to attend Lakeland College to pursue a degree in phlebotomy. Senior cheerleader, Jenna Custer. On to the football seniors, starting with number 1, Chase Woomer, the son of Jason and Abra Woomer. Chase has been in the football program for 4 years, and he's a 3-year letter winner and earned the EHS Hustle Award and the Little Big Man Award. In addition, here in second team All-Apollo Conference last year, he's also participated in basketball and baseball for 2 years. His other school activities include FCA, Society for Academic Achievement, and National Honor Society. He's also a class valedictorian. His future plans are to attend SIU Edwardsville to earn a degree and then go on to law school to pursue his dream job of becoming a lawyer. Number 1, Chase Woomer. Number 2, Trevin Benavides, the son of Javier and Debbie Benavides. This is Trevin's 4th year of football at Effingham. His football honors include the Most Improved and Jack Klosterman Hang Tough Award. He's also participated in track for 2 years and is involved in the Spanish Club, History Club, Math Club, EHS Academic Hall of Fame, and his future plans are to attend college to earn a business degree, then live a good life with his family. Number 2, Trevin Benavides. Number 5, Parker Wolf, the son of David and Angie Wolf. Parker's been a member of the football program all 4 years. His honors include most interceptions in a game, most interceptions in a season, and most interceptions in her career. He was first team All-Apollo Conference team last season. In addition to football, he's participated in basketball for 4 years, baseball for 2. Other school activities include FCA, and he's also a valedictorian. Parker's future plans are to attend Illinois Wesleyan to play basketball and earn an accounting degree, then after college join the PBR and pursue his dream of becoming a professional bull rider. Senior number 5, Parker Wolf. Number 9, Holden Lewis, the son of Jeff and Shanna Lewis. This is Holden's 4th year of football. He's also participated in track for 3 years. Other school activities include perfect attendance since 3rd grade, SCA, Student Council, Academic Hall of Fame, and High Honor Roll for all 4 years. He's also an up-and-coming Leadership Award winner and is a member of the National Honor Society. After high school, Holden plans to attend Liberty University in Virginia to become a youth minister and continue his website business. Number 9, Holden Lewis. Number 10, Gunnar Franklin, son of Travis and Kendra Franklin. This is Gunnar's 4th year of football. He's proud of making the IHSA state semifinals last season in football, and he won the Most Improved Award as a sophomore. Gunnar also participated in track for 3 years, and other school activities include French Club for 3 years. After school, Gunnar plans to go to college, then find a job that he loves. Number 10, Gunnar Franklin. Number 11, Tristan Duncan, the son of Amanda Sloan and Matt Duncan. This is Tristan's 4th year of football. His honors include being named All-Apollo Conference for 2 years and IHSA All-State last season. He's the current record holder for single-season records including receiving yards, receptions, receiving touchdowns, as well as career receiving yards, receptions, and receiving touchdowns. He was also named to the first-team Decatur Herald All-Area Player of the Year last season and second-team recognition as a sophomore. Tristan has also participated in basketball and track, and other school activities include FCA. After school, he plans to attend Truman State University on a football scholarship while majoring in business. After that, he hopes to marry the love of his life and become a self-made millionaire by the age of 30. Number 11, Tristan Duncan. Number 12, Nathan Thompson, the son of Chad and Stephanie Thompson. Nathan's been in the football program all 4 years. He's also participated in basketball for 4 and track for 3. His school activities include FCA and FFA. Nate's future plans are to attend college to play basketball and earn a degree in ag business. Number 12, Nathan Thompson. Number 15, Jordan Elsasser, the son of Ryan and Stephanie Elsasser. This is Jordan's 3rd year of football. and his future plans are to attend Eastern Illinois University to study exercise science. Number 15, Jordan Elsasser. 28, Trevor Donsbach, the son of Kyle Donsbach and Nikki Slifer. This is Trevor's 4th year of football. He's also participated in track, and after school, Trevor plans to pursue a career as an electrical lineman. Number 28, Trevor Donsbach. Number 30, Sean Cochran, the son of Jason Cochran and Dana Cochran. This is Sean's 4th year of football. He's also participated in golf, wrestling all 4 years, and track for 3. After high school, Sean plans to pursue a career as a heavy equipment operator. Number 30, Sean Cochran. Number 33, Jacob Logan, the son of Brad and Susan Logan. This is Jacob's 4th year of football, and it'll be his 3rd varsity letter. He's also participated in basketball for 3 years and track for 1. Other school activities include FCA, National Honor Society, and he's also a class valedictorian. After school, Jacob plans to become an electrical lineman. Number 33, Jacob Logan. Number 40, Bo Hefner, the son of Brett and Cammie Hefner. This is Bo's 4th year of football, and he's one of our extra point kickers. In addition to football, he's also a member of the FCA, and after school, Bo plans to attend Heartland College to major in computer networking. Number 40, Bo Hefner. 41, Zach Slifer, the son of Doug and Nikki Slifer and Amy and Nick Clare. This is Zach's 4th year of football. He also participated in wrestling all 4 years and track for 1. Other school activities include Spanish club for 3 years, history and math club for 1, and after school, Zach plans to serve his country in the United States Marines. Number 41, Zach Slifer. 43, Gabe Keeney, the son of Jason and Renee Keeney. This is Gabe's 4th year of football. He's earned the Jack Klosterman Hang Tough Award last year, and he's also participated in track and field. Other school activities include Spanish Club and Society for Academic Achievement. After high school, Gabe plans to pursue a degree in aerospace engineering. Number 43, Gabe Keeney. 44, Jacob Stoneburner, the son of Stacy Schutte and Josh Stoneburner. This is Jacob's 4th year of football. His football honors include Special Teams MVP and All-Apollo Conference First Team linebacker recognition last year. He's also participated in basketball for 4 years, earning All-Conference honors this year, and track for 1. Other activities include History Club, Math Club, and FCA. After high school, Jacob plans to attend McKendree University to play football while studying psychology. He hopes to continue his journey of life with a smile on his face. Number 44, Jacob Stoneburner. Number 50, Alex Boffman, the son of Darwin and Jill Woltman. Alex has participated in football all 4 years and earned 3 varsity letters and was 2nd team All-Apollo Conference honors last year. In addition to football, he's participated in track for 2, and other activities include French and History Club for 2 years. After school, Alex plans to attend college to earn a degree, find a high-paying job. Number 50, Alex Boffman. Number 70, Nathan Barnes, the son of Dwayne and Amy Barnes. Nathan has participated in football at Effingham all 4 years and is earning 3 varsity letters and the Freshman Most Improved Award. In addition to football, he's participated in basketball for 1, baseball for 1, and track for 3. Other school activities include honor roll for 2 years and FCA for 3. After high school, Nathan plans to attend junior college to earn a degree and then live a successful life. Number 70, Nathan Barnes. Number 76, Ethan Huss, the son of Ken and Kim Huss. This is Ethan's 4th year of football, and he's earned 3 varsity letters. He also earned 2nd team All-Apollo Conference honors last season. He's participated in wrestling for 2, where he was sectional qualifier and got 3rd place in the regionals as a sophomore. After school, Ethan plans to attend Knox College, where he will play football while earning his degree. Number 76, Ethan Huss. Number 84, Jacob Briggerman, the son of Michael and Jill Briggerman. This is Jacob's 4th year of football at Effingham. He's also participated in basketball for 3. His other school activities include C-Tech and FCA. His future plans are to beat cancer, grow back his mullet, sell trucks, and marry his best friend. Number 84, Jacob Briggerman. Number 85, Kalen Reardon, the son of Mark and John Doe Reardon. This is Kalen's 2nd year of football at Effingham. He's also participated in baseball all 4 years. Other activities include participating in the spring musical, The Little Mermaid. After graduation, Kaylin plans to attend Maryville University to major in sports marketing and minor in performing arts. Number 85, Kaylin Reardon. And last but not least, number 89, Austin Herbeth, the son of Dennis and Melinda Herbeth. This is Austin's 4th year of football. He's earned All-Apollo Conference first team defense last year and has participated in track. After high school, his plans are undetermined at this time. Number 89, Austin Herbeth. The Unit 40 would like to thank not only these players, but also their parents for the time and sacrifice it takes to support and participate in high school athletics. It's very important that the Effingham community recognize everyone here for a great job of representing our school and our community. Let's give them all a big round of applause.
Are you ready? Are you ready?
It's time for Effingham Hearts football on your home for local sports, 97.9 XFM. Let's go to the sideline for the pregame show.
It is indeed a football Friday night. It's the final home game for Effingham this football season. It's senior night, and it's going to decide who wins the Apollo Conference Football Championship. 3-0 Effingham against 3-0 Mount Zion. Good evening, I'm Greg Sapp. Dustin White alongside. Gail Warner back at the studios, and Wayne Moran upstairs videotaping this game. And I think a lot of people will want to get a look at this one after this thing ends. I think we're going to have a great time tonight, and I think we're going to see a lot of good football. And good evening, Dustin.
Hey, good to be back.
Yes.
Week off felt like a month.
I know. We just were in the swing of things, had played 3 games, and now clunk. That break because of COVID in the Taylorville camp. And ironically, both Mount Zion and Effingham were due to play Taylorville during their COVID break, so we each lost a game. Mount Zion 2 weeks ago and the Hearts last week, so they are both 3-0. And as a result, with just 1 game left in the season, this is going to decide it.
It's for all the marbles, so to speak, and it feels a little strange, a little different, but circumstances are what they are, and it's something to play for, right? It's a way to get up for this game, and I'm going to bet that they both are.
I'm sure you're right. The band is assembling out on the field, and the field looks wonderful. We didn't know what to expect playing football this time of year, and the field looks as good as it's ever looked. And they're going to honor America with playing of the national anthem, and then we'll talk more about this one, so we'll let you enjoy our national anthem.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
This is the Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota pregame show. Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, your complete transportation headquarters since 1958.
Back at Klosterman Field again, 3-0 Effingham and 3-0 Mount Zion, and with just one more game left after tonight, this will decide who wins the championship. As far as a recap about who's done what, Mount Zion won their opener over Mattoon 21-7, then outscored Mahomet Seymour 44-34. After the week off due to the Taylorville cancellation, the Braves came back with a vengeance and clobbered Lincoln 65-6 last week. Effingham wraps up at Lincoln next Friday night. Effingham opens its season with a 21-7 victory at Mahomet Seymour, then beat Charleston 34-14. In week 3, Effingham won at Mattoon 28-0, probably their best game of the season, all things considered, and of course then didn't get to play last week against Taylorville. In this week's AP football poll, Effingham's rated number 4 in Class 4A. Mount Zion's ranked number 8. The Hearts are rated 3rd in 4A. In the coaches poll, Mount Zion did not make the top 10. So that's how it shapes up, and it's going to be really interesting to see who gets the early advantage in this one.
Yeah, you know, you can look at all the common opponents and everything that leads up to this game, but the fact of the matter is that once Effingham and Mount Zion line up against each other, it's just it's kind of a coin flip. You know, these are programs that get up for each other in any sport, but football in particular, it just seems like more often than not the Apollo Conference Championship comes through this matchup, and this year is no different. And so, yeah, I think the early going could be important. And honestly, the way Effingham's defense is played, if we can kind of get a feel for how they're doing early on, and if they can get a couple of quick stops early on, it'll really make you feel good about how this contest might proceed.
If you recall, in 2019, Effingham made it to the Final Four, and the one blemish on their record until their semifinal loss was, of course, to Mount Zion. So the Hearts footballers have certainly held on to that memory, and if they needed any more fire to be stoked, I think that'll put it over the top.
I just think that this is a game that gets circled on the calendar, you know, and nobody's thinking about. I mean, they might get to where they're thinking about the things that happened before, but I just think that probably when you look at that schedule anymore, you're just conditioned to see where is the Mount Zion game this year, where does it fall, and you know what's going to be at stake when we play them, and again, it's usually just it usually is the difference maker as far as what the conference standings are going to look like at the end of the year.
Here's who else is playing tonight. In addition to this one, Charleston's at Taylorville and Lincoln's at Mattoon in the other two conference matchups. Mahomet Seymour's the team that's out this week. They're playing at Tolono Unity. Marshall's at Newton, Cumberland at Argenta Orienta, Paris at Flora, Olney Richland County is at Robinson, Greenville at Vandalia, Pana at Hillsboro, and Central A&M is at Shelbyville. So those are the other matchups in the region this weekend. Week 5 of the high school football season in our 6-week season.
Yeah, 5 of 6. So, you know, the second home game for Effingham, and unfortunately the last one. It's a shame that one of the games, the 3 home games you get, you end up losing, and there's no time to make it up because the other, you know, the quote-unquote spring sports, which I guess are kind of more
summer
like
season
early summer sports, are, you know, they're already underway. So there's no wiggle room, there's no making it up, and yeah, it stinks because this is a great place to play, a great place for us to work, and I know we were sorry to see it not go off last week.
Yep. Thanks to Dave Woltman and the gang here at Effingham. They, as usual, have done a masterful job. And we had talked about the fact that the field might have a rough go this time of year with football on it and frost soft football and varsity football and the band and whatever else is going on, and it looks beautiful. this is as good as I've seen the field look.
Yeah, it looks great, as wet as it's been, especially. But, of course, you haven't been able to play on it very much. And there's probably some in the back of the minds of some of the people who are responsible for the upkeep of this field. They're probably thinking, well, it's not the worst thing in the world that we lost a game on this. Of course, they want the kids to be able to play. Everybody wants the kids to be able to play. But yeah, I was afraid when I heard spring football. Well, I was thinking muddy mess. Every week, just a muddy mess, and not being able to play the game the way it's meant to be played because of footing and grip on the ball and everything else. But no complaints, really. That's hasn't entered into the equation at all.
Not in the least. And speaking of those summer sports, baseball, softball, boys tennis, and track all started this week. In fact, Effingham's first baseball game is tomorrow. So finally, I mentioned the other day on the sports show about the fact that Michaela Walsh finally got to coach a softball game for St. Anthony after she'd been hired a year and a half ago. And Crystal Tipton got to play her first game tonight, or coach her first game at T-Town, and they won, by the way, tonight. And Curran McNeely's in the same boat as the baseball coach at Effingham. He's finally going to get to manage a baseball team.
Yeah, very interesting circumstances for all of them, and just weird to be sharing their season with the football going on, and I mean, is volleyball wrapped up? I don't know if they
volleyball is just about wrapped up.
Yeah, see, it's again, we've spent so much time on the air during this football season talking about how weird it is, but that's because it is. It's so bizarre, and probably never get over it. And the good thing is that hopefully we've kind of pressed the reset button, and once we get to this fall, we can just go back to getting into the routine that we've been used to for some of us for decades.
I like routine. Let's go ahead and take one more break. Back with more pregame show. It's Mount Zion at Effingham on a football Friday night here at 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
ProLube of Effingham is more than just your favorite oil change shop. We sell and install all major brands of tires. Check engine light on? We also perform diagnostic and repair work. Call or stop by today for a free quote at ProLube of Effingham.
97.9 XFM, WXCF, Effingham.
And now the Hearts emerge from the locker room and head out onto the field. And it ought to be a lot of fun. Do want to mention one thing we had talked about in special teams about the fact that the Hearts have been benefited by Tanner Pontius. Well, Tanner was playing catch on the sidelines with his foot in a cast again here tonight, so he's unavailable. So Trevin Benavides, I think, better be ready to do some punting tonight if the Hearts have to punt.
And some teams, if you lose your punter, your primary punter, boy, you'd be in a lot of trouble, wouldn't you? But Effingham had Trevin Benavides doing that job for the first 2 or 3 weeks and did an excellent job. And then Pontius came in against Matt Toon and did a great job. So an embarrassment of riches in the special teams area, and shouldn't miss a beat there. But yeah, you'd like to hope that maybe you get some points on the board and don't have to worry too much about it. That would be ideal.
Hearts won the tip, but they deferred, so they'll receive the ball to start the second half. So that's how that worked out. Mount Zion's going to be going, if you're looking at your personal listening device, Mount Zion will be going from your left to your right here in the first half. And Brian Marksman, nice job on the fireworks. Of course, they had an extra week of fireworks to shoot tonight, so
yeah, they need to go crazy tonight.
So those of you who are always telling me through the course of the week, oh, Greg, I could even hear the fireworks at home. Well, you'll probably be hearing them tonight for sure.
Yeah, if Effingham should happen to get a win tonight, I feel like there's probably going to be some quite a bit of display happening at the end of the game just to kind of empty the tank.
I think you're exactly right. No sense saving them for the fall because, of course, we'll be right back at it if things clean up in the fall. So here we are playing in April, and hopefully we'll be playing in August. It's really interesting. The word is that maybe things will start a week or two late in the fall, but we'll see how that all shakes out. IHSA is still working on that. By the way, in case you didn't hear, we're in a less masked society now. IHSA board at their meeting Monday decided that kids, if they aren't on the sidelines, don't have to wear a mask. And so that changed. I think the crowd's ready to go. Got a little mini kid out here clapping. I am too. We're ready. Effingham ready to kick off it again. They'll be heading north to south.
Armando Estrada.
Yeah, Armando Estrada ready for the kickoff. Band leaving the field. There's the kick. It's high end over end and inside the 10 by the time Mount Zion grabs it. They head toward the sidelines, the Mount Zion sidelines, and the Hearts shut them down before they reach the 30-yard line. Gabe Keeney, we understand, among those in there on the special teams tackle for the Hearts. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Braves, and they will set up shop at the 28-yard line. So 1st and 10 for the Braves at their own 28, and we're underway. And again, this one will decide who wins the conference. Each of these teams 3-0, each team with one game remaining, and let's see how this shakes out. Starting in the shotgun is Mount Zion. There's the snap, low snap. Quarterback has to scoop it, and he goes forward with it and might have got a yard. Nice hands there by the quarterback, Ashton Summers. And he gets to the 30. Gain of 2, and it's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, not exactly how they drew it up, but I think given how low the snap was, they'd take any sort of positive yardage on that play.
So that's how that broke down. Still in the shotgun on 2nd and 8. There's a much better snap. Looking to throw across the middle. It is caught for a first down out near the 45-yard line. And that's Drew London who makes the grab for the first down for the Braves. And a gain from the 30 to the 44. A 14-yard pass completion. And the Braves have their first down. Braves have been a long time talented football team. Still working from the shotgun. Effingham looks ready to come visit. There's the snap, handoff up the gut, and the running back gets away and gets to midfield before they take him down. The ball carrier was Matthias Adams. He got taken down by Noah Jones, but a gain of 6, and it's 2nd and 4. So the ball right on the midfield stripe. We're just underway, 10:35 to go in the opening quarter. Next week we go to Lincoln, so pack a knapsack, or at least a lunch.
Yeah, we're leaving right after the game, right?
We could, and not have to kill a lot of time. Here's the snap. Looking to throw. Here come the Hearts. He just got it away, and the ball falls incomplete. Boy, great blitz, as they did a nice job of getting around in. Austin Herbeth was leading the parade, and just in time, Ashton Summers was ready to get rid of that ball, and then it was dropped by his receiver. So an incomplete pass stops the clock with 10 and 15, brings up a 3rd and 4.
Yeah, honestly, he got rid of it, hit a receiver in the hands, and almost got the completion there, but Effingham had 3 red jerseys in the backfield in a hurry as they brought a blitz and made Ashton Summers get rid of the football pretty quickly.
Got Matthias Adams out split now. Kind of a tight end spot. He's in the slot more or less. Let's see what happens here on 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. It is dropped. Good coverage over there by Parker Wolf for Effingham. The pass was intended for Christian Cahey, and it falls incomplete, and that'll bring up 4th and 4.
Yeah, Cahey, Keyeha. So in case we ever pause, you know why. It's a little different, but Cahey, he was the guy who got hit in the hands with that last pass, and this time, again, the ball got to him, but good coverage kept him from making the reception. They
look like they're going to punt. They're back in punt formation, in the football right at the 50-yard line. Now they bunch it to block Effingham. Good snap. Oh, and it got through the punter's hands. He gets it away and turned out to be a pretty good kick all in all. And it's ended up right at the 31-yard line of the Hearts. That's where the Mount Zion player, Nathan Barley, ended up fielding it at Effingham's 31. So the defense did what they wanted us. What we wanted them to do, Dustin. They shut them down the first possession.
Yeah, I was a little concerned at first because Mount Zion was chunking some yardage on their first few plays, but the Hearts stiffened up a little bit, and now really, pretty good field position at their 31, and not a bad place to start.
So 1st and 10, 31-yard line, 10:05 left in the first quarter as the Hearts get their first possession of the night. Nate Thompson up under center on 1st and 10. There's the handoff and a short gain, and then Chase Woomer gets driven back. They'll give him about to the 33-yard line, so a gain of 2, and it's 2nd and 8.
Boy, I wasn't sure he even got 2 yards out of that. So you take that. If you're Effingham, Mount Zion going to be fired up defensively at first, but you want to just try and string a couple first downs together here and try and get yourself into a little bit of a rhythm.
So 2nd and 8, Hearts at their 33-yard line. Game just underway. Defense stopped the Braves, their first possession. Looking to throw. Thompson gets it gone, and a catch out there, and then a leveling tackle. Holy moly. Good job by Edgar Castillo to hang on to that pass because he got the wood laid to him. It's a gain to the 34, so a gain of just 1, and it's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, a little play action on that play, and then the rollout throw to Castillo, and he was open, but the closing speed from the Mount Zion secondary was pretty impressive. Nowhere for Castillo to go as he pretty much got drilled as soon as he caught that little pass, and now you're facing a 3rd and 7 here, probably another passing situation.
Effingham at their 34-yard line. Boy, whoever scores first going to have a big leg up in this one. This time from the shotgun, Thompson wants to throw, gets it loose, and it's caught out there. Tristan Duncan with a great catch into Mount Zion territory. First down, Hearts.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, the defense was closing in on Thompson, but he stepped up in the pocket, felt that pressure, read it correctly, and got it to Duncan coming over the middle of the field. Good run after catch all the way on the other side of midfield.
So I just realized I forgot the famous wheel. So 16 and 6 is a 22-yard pass completion. Wow. First and 10 for the Hearts at Mount Zion's 44. Thompson back up under center here. That's a nice catch. Hand off to the deep back. Woomer gets loose from a couple, still on his feet, and he's driving and diving, gets near the 35-yard line before they take him down. Chase, when he gets a little bit of room, can turn it into a lot. It's to the 37-yard line. So from the 44 to the 37, a gain of 7, and it's 2nd and 3.
Well, and a 7-yard pickup on first down is so important because now on 2nd and 3, just the playbook is wide open. You can do whatever you want and not have to worry about if it's unsuccessful what kind of third down position it puts you in.
So Thompson, 2nd and 3. Up under center, handoff. Oh, gosh, that didn't work. I hope the Hearts end up with a football. No, Mount Zion thinks they do. The officials are saying down by contact. I think the Hearts are going to keep the football.
What a break that would be. I'm not sure how that works because he was getting tackled before the transition between the quarterback and Woomer was ever made.
And apparently the indication from the official is that Thompson still had possession, and that's when the play was dead.
Boy.
And so it ends up at the 41, and the Hearts get to keep the football. Holy moly, that's a break. So it's 3rd and 7 now back at Mount Zion's 41.
Not a lot of protest from the Mount Zion sideline, to be honest with you.
From the shotgun, Thompson throws. It's caught out here on the sidelines. Nice job, and inside the 35, going to be real close to a first down. Austin Herbeth with the grab, and the officials do signal first down. Nice grab by Herbeth. Came over here to the near side. Thompson hit him with a pretty pass, and it's advanced to Mount Zion's 34-yard line. And a new set of downs here for the Hearts. 6:45 to play in the opening quarter. Herbeth ended up out of bounds, so that stopped the clock. 1st and 10 at the Braves 34. Thompson up under center. There's the snap. Handoff. Woomer. Chase picking his way through the defense. Falls forward inside the 30 before they take him down. So a good gain on first down.
Yeah, Woomer going toward the left sideline, but then cut it back a little bit toward the middle of the field, the left hash mark there, and was able to salvage a couple more yards out of the play, get it up to the 30-yard line, and make it a 4-yard gain.
So 2nd and 6 for Effingham. And an impressive drive. Nice combination of passes and running plays.
Yeah, I mean, you're reversing the field. You're getting yourself into 4-down territory now.
Thompson up under center. There's the snap. No handoff, going to throw off the wrong foot. It's caught out there by Duncan for a first down.
Well, they've run that play action a couple of times, and it has gotten Tristan Duncan some single coverage over the middle of the field. And if Tristan's only got one guy covering him, he's probably going to catch the football if he can reach it.
To the 17, Dustin. First down at the 17-yard line on the pass to Tristan Duncan. And that's another case where Nate Thompson had to throw off the wrong foot and still got something on it. And Duncan turns it into a first down.
Yeah, both times Thompson rolling to his right. Obviously a little more comfortable going that way.
So a new set of downs. Hearts with the ball at the Mount Zion 17-yard line. Handoff up the middle. Woomer, not much. Might have got to the 15-yard line. We'll see about the spot. I think more like the 16, so a gain of 1. It'll be 2nd and 9. Love it that the conditions are great to be able to see. Still enough daylight while we're playing football here.
Used to the sun being in our eyes for the first quarter whenever we're playing games here.
That's the truth. Whoever is here for the first game, the home fans go, oh, man, sure is bright. But I always tell them, okay, but you're closer to the restroom and the concessions, right? And they nod their heads. 2nd and 9 at the 16. Thompson under center. Handoff. Woomer looking for a spot, and there is no place. And he is hit probably for a loss when they sort this one out.
Mount Zion player came out of that tackle with the football trying to say that he took it away. That's number 8, Drew London. But no such luck. They're going to call Woomer down pretty much at the line of scrimmage.
No gain. So 3rd and 9.
So far, running to the right has not been very successful for Effingham. Both of their plays that have gone to the right side of the line have gotten blown up pretty quickly.
Hearts bring Castillo out. Herbeth checks in, and also checking in is Dalton Fox. This is most likely a passing play off of what we've seen this season.
Yeah, 3rd and 9, you would think that they'll probably put the ball in the air.
So they got 2 guys split here to the near side. There's the snap from the shotgun. Thompson across the middle. It is caught and dropped. What a great effort, though.
And Herbeth's slow to get up because he was the intended receiver over the middle, and he took a shot as the ball got there. It was a clean hit, and now he's back down on the turf right there at the goal line.
Trainer Troy's out to check on things. He started to get back up, and then he went back down, and he's laying on his stomach right now.
You hope he just got the wind knocked out of him, but that's, I guess, pretty much your instinct when you see a guy go down is to just hope that it's something minor. But boy, he took a good shot there as he was coming across the middle.
They've got him over on his back now, and he's moving his legs. Everything's moving. So that's the first thing we always try to reassure you listeners, that it'll just be a minute here, and we think he'll be up and at it. Now, to the play, it's 4th and 9 now, and the Hearts do have it at Mount Zion 16, and the Hearts do have field goal kickers.
Yeah, I see. In fact, Armando Estrada is currently kicking a ball off a tee into a net on the sideline, taking the advantage of the extra time to maybe get his leg loosened up to see what they want to do. It'd be a 26, 27-yard field goal if they tried it, but he's got plenty of leg. We'll just have to see. And the good news is that Herbeth is walking off the field on his own.
That is very good news. In fact, now trots off, so glad to see that. What a hard-working kid. Heck of a football player, too.
Well, I got to figure that the defensive coaching staff was especially holding their breath there, because he is a guy that he makes some contributions on the offensive side of the ball, but he is not replaceable on the defensive side of things.
So the Hearts are talking it over. Coach Hefner says, no, kickers, head back to the sidelines. Apparently they're going to go for it here.
Kicker's saying, come on now.
Parker Wolf checks in, so the Hearts are trying to get all their receivers that they have out there. Holden Lewis is out there. So 4th and 9, Hearts at Mount Zion's 16-yard line, and they'll go for the first down, or the touchdown would be nice too. 2 guys out here split to the near side. There's the snap. Thompson looking, across the middle, caught and dropped.
Oh, he held on.
Duncan held on to it for a touchdown. What a catch!
He juggled that thing right across the goal line. He was not particularly open, had a couple of Mount Zion players in the neighborhood, but Duncan with a concentration to keep that thing in the air and then tuck it in as he crossed the goal line. And that is a 16-yard touchdown pass, and Effingham's got the lead.
That's why somebody may be holding the door for him at Truman State this fall. Holy cow, what a grab. Wayne, I'm sure, got pretty pictures of that one. Oh, my goodness, what a grab. So it's 6-0 Effingham. The score comes with 3:47 to play in the first quarter, and Bo Hefner on to try the extra point from Parker Wolf's hold. There's the snap. The kick looks good to me. The officials agree. 7-0 Hearts. 3:47 to go in the first quarter. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Osvaldo Angel with a kickoff back to the 10. Mount Zion in a hurry. That's London, the return man, and he gets it out across the 35-yard line before they end up taking him down. I thought it was London. Maybe it's Cahey.
It was Cahey, number 6. 6 and 8, look a little similar, especially since Drew London's number 8 kind of gets bunched up on him a little bit.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Mount Zion at their 36-yard line. Let me tell you about that Hart scoring drive. 12 plays, 69 yards. Took 6:18 off the clock. Highlighted by a beautiful 16-yard pass reception by Tristan Duncan. Bo Hefner's kick was good, and it's 7-0 Hearts.
Yep, nice little drive to get things started for Effingham.
So the defense does their job. The Hearts score. Mount Zion going for the whole enchilada, and it is caught, and see you later. It's a touchdown catch for Cahey, and Mount Zion makes it a 7-6 game.
Just got it over his shoulder, caught him in stride. Cahey one-on-one with Parker Wolf there, got a step on him. Perfect throw from the Mount Zion quarterback, Ashton Summers. Hit him in stride, and there you go, 64-yard touchdown. Just like that, we're an extra point away from being knotted up.
Boy, they do that. Mount Zion specializes in the big play, and Patrick Etherton's team has certainly done it right there. Score comes with 3:32 to go in the first quarter, so the Hearts take 6 minutes and 12 plays, and Mount Zion scores on a bomb. So they'll try the extra point now. There's the snap, the placement, the kick's up. It's really high, and it's good. And we're tied, 7-7. So, back to the drawing board. 3:32 to go, first quarter. And the kickoff on the way in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Hi, this is Karen.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Well, Mount Zion responded well to the Hearts scoring drive as they have the one-play 64-yard drive on the pass play to Cahey. And we saw right there Ashton Summers can air it out. Kick was good, and it's 7-7. Hearts finally do pick up the kickoff, and now a good return. Parker Wolf back. No, it's Keegan Baker. And he returns it out across the 20. And they'll sit it down right at the 25-yard line, the way the officials are setting up, right at the vicinity of the 25.
Well, as long as it took Keegan Baker to pick that one up just in front of the 10-yard line, did a good job just to get it out there. It looks like maybe the 24 is where they're going to set that one up at.
Drive begins with 3:26 to play in the opening quarter. 7-7. Again, the Hearts take 6 minutes to score. Mount Zion takes 16 seconds. So 7-7 in the first quarter. Thompson up under center on first down. And there's the snap. Handoff. Woomer coming to the near side. Big gain. He's still on his feet. He's to midfield before they take him down. Great run by Chase Woomer.
Yeah, left side of the line and got some good blocking and was able to find the hole and just keep going toward that near sideline. His Mount Zion player is slow to get up after that one, but right at midfield's where they're going to set it up, so a 26-yard run for Chase.
1st and 10 for Effingham at midfield. It's a leg of the Mount Zion player.
It's the first rushing first down for either one of these teams. And, yeah, that looks like, does that look 25? Is that what the jersey says there?
If I can get the glasses on him here.
Down back between the 30 and 25-yard line. I think that is number 25, Bryson Bartles.
Still sitting, but he's sitting, and that's encouraging. Boy, he's still hurting. They're going to get him up, though. And he goes off the field. You're exactly right. And Bryson Bartles is a senior, 5'7" and 153. And he'll walk off under his own power, and that's always good news. So, great play. Hearts have it 1st and 10 at midfield. 7-7 game, 3:17 to go in the opening quarter. Both these teams undefeated. So whoever wins this is going to win the Apollo Conference Football Championship. Thompson going to be up under center here on 1st and 10. Hearts have offensive players all over the field. Handoff. Woomer stopped up the middle, and boy, by the time he started moving again, Mount Zion had enough time to react, and I think he might have lost a yard. Yep, lost a yard back to the Effingham 49.
Yeah, things just a little slow to materialize on that one. And again, right side of the line, just seems like it. There hasn't been much there for Effingham. Now, of course, you keep that option open. You have to make Mount Zion think about it so that when you do run those other plays, then maybe the opening will be there. But so far, no positive yardage to be found going to the right for Chase Woomer.
One of the things I like about Brett Hefner and his staff is that they always make adjustments, so we'll see what they do about that. Back to throw as Thompson got it away. It's caught out here in the flats by Castillo, and a short gain. He got close to Mount Zion's 45-yard line, though, and that's where they're going to spot it. So a 6-yard gain on the completion from Thompson to Castillo, and Thompson got decked after he got rid of that ball.
Yeah, I was going to say the defense closing in on Thompson as he got rid of that one. Kind of a floater to Castillo, and Castillo took another shot after he caught that one. He certainly has not enjoyed the after effects, but I think he'll probably not argue with getting a couple of first quarter catches, getting involved in this offense.
3rd and 5 now for the Hearts at Mount Zion's 45-yard line. I know all the college basketball guys are worried about me saying Thompson got decked. He's all right. He's back up under center here on 3rd and 5. There's the snap, handoff up the gut, and a big drive, and first down Effingham. Took it right up the gut that time, and a nice run by Chase Woomer for a first down. He is checking the parts as he comes out of that scrum, but it's a gain to the 39, and that's plenty enough for a first down. So the Hearts get it when it counts. Big 3rd down play there. Chase comes off. He's still checking the cobwebs, and they'll send Trevor Donsbach in, and now there's a flag way after the play.
Yeah, thrown.
Let's see what this is about.
Thrown toward the Effingham sideline.
Could have just been a warning. See what the official says here.
Don't know what else it could be,
Sideline warning is my guess, because nobody's marking anything off.
Dead ball. Unsportsmanlike. Offense.
Well,
15 yards. Still first down.
15-yard walk-off for the Hearts for unsportsmanlike conduct. And that came way after the play, so somebody might have said a magic word.
I guess so. Said something that got the officials' attention, and that is a huge loss there. So now you're all the way back on the Mount Zion 46.
Well, the Hearts are on their own 46.
Oh, on your own 46, that's right.
Yeah, so let's see what happens here. A handoff, and Trevor Donsbach might have got a yard.
I don't know.
Wow.
I think they're going to be generous and give him the original line of scrimmage, but that was Not much room there for him.
So it's 2nd and 25, down to 35 seconds in the first quarter. 7-7 game.
Quite a deflating turn of events there. The first penalty of the game against either team, and Effingham had a lot of momentum going, was moving the football, and all of a sudden you're looking at 2nd and 25 on the wrong side of midfield.
Dead ball and sportsmanlike conduct call. Wow. This will be the last play of the first quarter. Thompson looking to throw, gets rid of it, and it's intercepted. No. And Mount Zion's going to go for another score.
That's a 45-yard interception return, and that was Frank Tyrolt, number 5.
He's a defensive back, and he came up, and boy, that one was ripe for the picking. 13-7 Mount Zion. That's a pass that Nate Thompson will be telling you later he shouldn't have thrown.
Yeah, he just threw that one up for grabs, trying to get rid of it, but just kind of threw it into no man's land, and Mount Zion's got the lead.
So this will not be the last play of the first quarter. Wow. So the Hearts had a great scoring drive. Mount Zion, quick strike, 64-yard touchdown pass. Now an interception. And Mount Zion leads it 13-7 with 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Hearts getting their special teams defense lined up. Mount Zion looks as if they'll kick for one here. And they take their time. And the Hearts are going to blitz, but the kick is away, and it looks good, and it is good. So Mount Zion, off the kick by Jonathan Oliger, makes it 14-7. 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
ProLube of Effingham is more than just your favorite oil change shop. We sell and install all major brands of tires. Check engine light on? We also perform diagnostic and repair work. Call or stop by today for a free quote at ProLube of Effingham.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Had 4 seconds left in the first quarter. Mount Zion scored 2 quick strikes now, and the pick and then the bomb, and 14-7 Mount Zion. Here's the kickoff, and Effingham fields it at the goal line. They go back into the end zone. Keegan Baker couldn't get his momentum stopped, and he ends up back into the end zone. So it'll be 1st and 10 out at the 20 for the Hearts. So now with 2.6 seconds left, I'm pretty doggone sure it's going to be the last play of the first.
Well, you know, I wouldn't say 100%. That's all I'm saying. The way the last couple of minutes have gone.
Yes.
That was a good deep kick, and Baker just kept getting shoved backwards, trying to pick that one out of the air, and couldn't walk the tightrope to stay. And quite honestly, probably at that point better that it just went ahead and was a touchback.
I think I'm glad that he ended up in the end zone, because Mount Zion was loaded for bear on defense. All right, so 1st and 10 at their 20. There's the handoff coming to the near side. Good head of steam put up by Chase Woomer, and he's taken down at about the 29-yard line. So pretty good gain of about 9. And that is indeed the final play of the first quarter. After 1, it's Mount Zion 14, Effingham 7 here on 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located south Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Had a good visit with Chris Crake, and head on out and enjoy that this weekend. They got some great things going on at leisure times. Well, the Hearts did get 9 yards on the first play there, and so 2nd and 1 at their 29.
I didn't get a chance to listen, but did Doc do any swimming while he was there? Do they have a pool there that's got any water in it?
They were worried about the displacement factor, and so no, there was no swimming.
Would have been a heck of a way to go out, right?
I'm saying it's retirement, man. He might as well try anything.
Let it all hang out.
Hart's running up the gut, and they've got the first down and then some. Nice run by Woomer out across the 35-yard line, and Hart's get the first down.
Worth mentioning, that it's good to see Woomer back out there because he did take a series off, or it seemed like he was favoring himself a little bit there, but back out on the field and has a couple of good carries here.
29 to the 37, a gain of 8, and it's a new first down for the Hearts. First and 10 at their own 37-yard line. 14-7 Mount Zion, though. They've scored 2, one on a bomb, one on a pick, and all of a sudden, all the momentum the Hearts had built up has dwindled, but they are still moving the football. Oh, look at the hole here. What a run into Mount Zion territory. What a great run by Trevor Donsbach, and he's got the Hearts in Mount Zion territory.
Yeah, boy, I mean, he put a couple of moves on guys, but for the most part, he was just running in space as the Mount Zion defense just kind of said, here you go, come on in, and he took advantage.
So a gain to the Mount Zion 49-yard line.
Yep, 14-yard pickup there.
Great gallop. Thompson under center on first and 10. There's the snap. Here's the handoff to Donsbach. Still on his feet. Gets it inside the 45. Nice run by Trevor Donsbach from the 49 to the 44. Gain of 5, and it's 2nd and 5. So, again, the Hearts don't seem to be having a whole lot of problem moving the ball. You talked about bringing it to the right side of the field. Seems like up the middle, seen some success.
Yeah, they have. And, that, like you say, Coach has done a great job throughout the years of just kind of figuring things out early and taking advantage of it late.
At the 44, handoff, coming to the near side. Donsbach again, and it's got to be great blocking, too. I am remiss if I don't mention it. Donsbach gets another first down, comes to the near side, and gets the football inside the 30-yard line before they run him out of, right at the 30, before they run him out of bounds. So another big gain for Effingham.
Yeah, 14 yards that time. So Trevor Donsbach all of a sudden up to 33 yards on 4 carries.
So they've exploited that right side now this last couple of plays. Donsbach one more time. Look at him. Ooh. Give him some room. Boy, that was real close to a horse collar. Yeah. There's the flag. There's the flag. Donsbach got pulled down from behind, and it looked pretty high to me.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the Mount Zion players not real shy about getting a handful of jersey and pulling someone down from behind, but that time they did get up in the equipment a little bit, and they do call the personal foul.
And personal foul, horse collar tackle. So the gain, Dustin, was to the 26, and then a 15-yard touch or a 15-yard penalty. So the Hearts are going to be in great shape here. They've got the ball at Mount Zion's 13-yard line because it's half the distance.
And another first down, of course. So yeah, Effingham definitely in business here. Need to take advantage of it. Get that momentum back on your side.
Thompson stays up under center. 1st and 10 at Mount Zion's 13-yard line. Now we have more whistles and timeout here, Mount Zion. So the Braves call time. 10:08 to go, second quarter. Here at Senior Night at Klosterman Field, it's Mount Zion 14, but Effingham's driving. They have 7 here on 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
ProLube of Effingham is more than just your favorite oil change shop. We sell and install all major brands of tires. Check engine light on? We also perform diagnostic and repair work. Call or stop by today for a free quote at ProLube of Effingham.
All right, 1st and 10 at the 13 for the Hearts. Handoff up the middle. Donsbach gets it inside the 10. Still on his feet. Inside the 5. What a run. Trevor Donsbach knocking on the door of the goal line.
Yeah, I'll tell you, he absorbed the first contact, kind of got stood up for a second, kept going. Second contact, pulled through, and it finally took the third contact and someone dragging him down to the turf inside the 5.
He got 10. He got it to a 1st and goal situation. The drive, that play started at the 13, Donsbach to the 3, so he got the 10 yards, and it's 1st and goal for Effingham at Mount Zion's 3-yard line. And let's see what happens here. There's the snap, the handoff. He's driving and diving, Donsbach, and he might have got a yard, maybe 2, but he is shy of the goal line.
Yeah, I mean, you get it right. Like they want to try to get Donsbach in the end zone. They want to reward him for what he has done on this possession. But Mount Zion obviously knows that this close to the goal line, there's only so many things you can do.
They take Donsbach out and put Woomer in. So Chase at the running back spot here with Castillo, of course, blocking. Thompson up under center. There's the snap. Here's the handoff. Woomer picking his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Effingham. It's a 14-13 game, and the Hearts will go for the tie on the kick. Score comes with 8:55 left in the second quarter. On the 3-yard run by Chase Woomer. So 8:55 to go in the second. See if the Hearts can tie it up here. Bo Hefner to kick from Parker Wolf's hold. High snap, but Parker gets it down in good shape. There's the kick. Looks good to me. And they say it's no good.
Kick is ruled no good.
So the Hearts are still down a point. But boy, nice job of coming right back to score. 8:55 left, second quarter. Mount Zion 14, Effingham 13 on 97.9 XFM.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham or at danheck.com.
Drive again for Effingham. 9 plays, 80 yards, took 3:09 off the clock. Highlighted by Chase Woomer's 3-yard touchdown run, although nice effort by Trevor Donsbach on the front end of the drive. The kick was no good, so the Hearts are still behind, but now it's a 14-13 game with 8:55 left in the second quarter. Next week we go to Lincoln for the final game of the football season. Yeesh. And yes, there's baseball and softball and everything else going on, track and boys tennis, but still wrapping up the spring sports season. Estrada with a kickoff, boots it from the 40, and it's a short kick, as I'm not quite sure what happened there.
Yeah, I think they were trying to do an onside, but unfortunately it's got to go 10 yards, and it only went 8 perhaps, and so now Mount Zion is going to get a very short field.
So, got to rely on your defense now. It went 8 yards from the 40 to the 48, so Mount Zion starts this drive in Effingham territory. So things that make you go, So we'll see what the defense can do. Again, 8:55 left in the second quarters. We start this drive. It's Mount Zion 14, Effingham 13. Whoever wins this game is the conference champion. Mount Zion is set now. Summers from the shotgun for Mount Zion brings a man in motion behind him. Looking to throw, going deep again. This one is not going to be caught, and Parker Wolf is going to get flagged. London was the intended receiver, and Parker got a piece of him.
Penalty flag was thrown.
The only hope is that London was the last man, and he got caught, because there was giving as well as getting there. Pass interference on the offense.
And it's actually Cahey is the receiver, number 6, and he can't believe it, but they're saying that he made the initial contact, and of course the Effingham side of the field says, "Oh, absolutely, that's exactly what happened."
No argument here. So from the 48, it'll come back to Mount Zion's 37 on the 15-yard walk-off from the line of scrimmage. So now it's 1st and 25. For Mount Zion at their own 37. Offensive pass interference, because, like I said, he was given as well as he was getting, and Cahey is flagged for offensive pass interference. So now we'll see what Mount Zion does. Summers from the shotgun, and 1st and 25. There's the snap, and there's the handoff, and there is nothing. And hello, Stoney. My goodness. As Jacob Stoneburner came to play.
Yeah, introducing himself to Matthias Adams there, and running him right into the ground. He just, boy, oh boy, that was a wrestling match that broke out there, and that was a pinfall for sure.
That's what we call no gain, and it's 2nd and 25, still at the 37-yard line. Talk about individual efforts. His name is Stoneburner. Holy cow, what a play. So 2nd and 25. Again from the gun, Summers for Mount Zion brings a man in motion, now sends him back, and 2 people moving at the same time. And the last time I checked, you can't do that.
Yeah, so right there, Drew London, the receiver, split to the left. He had a different snap count than the rest of the team did, and he took off running down the field before the ball was even snapped. So another penalty coming up against the Braves.
So that'll bring it back to the 32 of Mount Zion. Remember, this drive started in Effingham territory, and now it's 2nd and 30.
Well, that make the failed onside kick sting a little less whenever all of a sudden 20 yards worth of penalties and a no gain on the one play they have been able to run are what follows.
That the Hearts coaching staff anticipated that.
They knew exactly how this was all going to go down. Sure.
Smart bunch up there. Out there. Snap to Summers, 2nd and 30. He's scrambling, throws off the wrong foot. That may get picked. It turns out to be incomplete, and we might have had offensive pass interference again.
That was just what that was great coverage right there from Jacob Logan. He sees the ball, anticipates it, hangs back for a second to let it travel, and then goes in and breaks it up and darn near picks it off.
He had better position than the Mount Zion receiver. It falls incomplete, so now it's 3rd and 30 for Mount Zion. And now you don't want to get uppity. You just need to keep playing the good D here. 3rd and 30 for Mount Zion back at their 32-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, the Braves have shown that they can throw the ball downfield and make a big play. So if you're in the secondary, you just want to make sure you're not giving up the home run here.
Summers from the shotgun on 3rd and 30.
Got a lot of guys on the left side of the line, 3 receivers and the running back.
There's the snap. They're looking this way. Oh! And he goes! Hearts with the sack.
That was Sean Cochran that just blew him up from the blind side.
And he wears my favorite number 30. And he made that number proud right there.
Oh, man, he didn't even see it coming. That was a big hit. Everything was to the left side of the line. Sean Cochran running from the left side of the defense and just absolutely drilled him from behind.
Back to the 23. So now it's 4th and 39 for Mount Zion at their own 23-yard line. This drive started in Effingham territory.
Now he's punting from inside the 10.
Holy cow. What great defense. Here's the snap. He gets it away, end over end. It hits right about midfield, and the Hearts are going to go ahead and field it and head to the sidelines. Good job by Parker Wolf, and he got it back to midfield. So the Hearts are going to have great field position to start this drive. Parker just waited for it to settle, scooped it up, and busted it back to midfield. So that's where Effingham will start this drive, 1st and 10, with 6:45 to go in the second quarter. 14-13 Mount Zion. But the Hearts are loaded for bear. Boy, if your defense has ever inspired your offense, I think it'd be that series right there. My goodness. Thompson up under center on 1st and 10 at midfield. Thompson gets the snap. There's the handoff. Woomer Chase picking his way close to the 45-yard line before he goes down. Nice run on 1st and 10. Chase says, I made it to the 45, and the official says, yes, you did. So it's 2nd and 5. 6:25 to go in this first half.
Chase up to 70 yards on that, his 12th carry, paired with Trevor Donsbach's 45 yards on 7 carries. Effingham running the ball real well tonight.
Thompson, 2nd and 5, handoff up the gut. That's probably Woomer again, and he might not have got anything on that particular carry.
Not a lot there on the left side of the line. They're giving him a pretty generous spot. Probably a half-yard pickup, something like that.
To the 44.5. So it's 3rd and 4.5.
I don't keep real sophisticated stats. I don't deal in half yards, so I'm going to go ahead and call it the 44, and we'll go from there.
It's fine with me. All right. Got the single setback. Let's see what happens. Guys split left. They bring Keegan Baker from the right side, and they hand it off to Baker, and he's on his horse, and he's got the first down, and he's near the 30-yard line before they finally take him down.
Yeah, the man in motion, Baker, right there, took it all the way around the left end, and quite a play there. Gets the chains moving again.
To Mount Zion's 33-yard line. So a nice gain after the Hearts were thwarted one play. 12-yard gain there for Baker to Mount Zion's 33, and it's 1st and 10. 14-13 Mount Zion. Hearts are driving here with 5:28 to go in the first half. Thompson up under center. Handoff up the gut. That's Woomer picking his way through a crowd, and a late flag is thrown. We'll have to sort that one out. That again after the play.
I tend to think that had something to do with the way he was tackled, but I'm not going to speculate too much.
I see Hearts player applauding. That's encouraging, and it is against Mount Zion. Personal foul, face mask on Mount Zion. So that'll move the football a long way down the field.
Boy, we have not had a ton of penalties in this game, but almost all of them have moved the ball 15 yards.
So it's to the 16-yard line roughly. And it's another first down for Effingham. So 1st and 10 for the Hearts at Mount Zion's 16-yard line. Hearts trailing by 1 here with 5:10 to go in the first half. This will decide the conference championship. Thompson up under center on 1st and 10. Hearts in the eye. Looking to hand off to the deep back, and they ran it up the middle, and boy, there's nothing, and there's another flag. Chase Woomer got nothing. Holding on the Hearts. So that'll bring it back 10.
First down.
Yeah, no gain to speak of on the play, and then back 10 yards besides. In fact, I think Woomer might have lost a yard on the carry, and then 10 yards back from where the flag came in.
I think I agree with you. Lost a yard to the 17, and then the 10-yard walk-off. So they set it down at the 20, almost 28-yard line. Gosh. So the Hearts lost 2 on the play, then the 10-yard walk-off, and now the Hearts. Okay, they'd stopped the clock for a moment. Now we're good. 4:44 to go in this second quarter. 14-13 Mount Zion. The holding penalty, the Hearts hope only temporarily slows them down.
He'd look to get something on the board here going into halftime because Effingham will get the football first in the second.
Thompson up under center. Gonna throw. Has some time. Going deep. Got a man. He's bumped. There's the flag. Boy, I was wondering for a minute. Connor Thompson, it was going to be the brother-to-brother play. And Thompson got bumped rather noticeably, and the flag flies. And so we'll see where this ends up.
And here's the thing. It's a terrible penalty for Mount Zion because I don't know if Thompson's going to be able to make that catch anyway. You know, he gets bumped off the play to where he can't even reach it. So you have to call the penalty there. But by the same token, it's double coverage. Just cover him. Don't hit him. But Mount Zion, the defense gets a little too anxious and puts a body on him. And now it's 15 yards and works out real well for Effingham.
Sometimes you get turned around when you're playing defense, and you can't always hit the brakes, and that contact ensues. Anyway, the football to the 15-yard line.
The line of scrimmage was the 28, so I do not understand why the ball is on the 15-yard line.
Must be half the yardage. It's the only thing I can figure. 28, 14.
Yeah, you can't go for. Yeah, that's right.
15-yard line, it's 1st and 10.
So anyway, new set of downs. That's the bottom line. First down for the Hearts. Handoff. Woomer going to the far side. Got some room. Got one man to beat. And boy, nice individual effort there by Mount Zion. They cut Woomer's legs out from under him. I thought Chase was going to have a big gain. Turns out not quite so big as I'd thought. Gains to the 13, Dustin. So he got a couple. So it's 2nd and 8. 3:45 to go in the second quarter. Hearts scored first. Mount Zion scored on a bomb, and they scored on a pick. And the Hearts came back and scored, missed the extra point. So it's 14-13 Mount Zion with 3:33 to go in the second quarter. Thompson handoff up the gut. That's Woomer. Chase driving and diving, and he gets near the 5-yard line.
Yeah, went to the right side and then cut back toward the middle of the field. And like you said, about the 5-yard line, maybe the 6, 7, somewhere in there.
Let's see about the spot. They have 6 on the scoreboard, and they're lots closer than me. So the gain is 6-9, and it's 3rd and 1. Hearts trying to get the lead back. 3rd and 1 at Mount Zion 6. Thompson looking to throw. Rolling out, got a man. The catch is made, and down he goes, but he should have the first down, and that's the bottom line. And that'll keep the drive going.
Herbeth with the catch there on the far sideline, the left side as far as Effingham's offense is concerned.
So we're glad to see him back after he got his bell rung earlier. First down for the Hearts. 1st and goal at Mount Zion's 3-yard line.
Yeah, I mean, just a couple 3-yard pickup there, but it is important because now you get that fresh set of downs.
Thompson again up under center here. On 1st and goal, there's the handoff. Woomer has it and going in, and he is close, but not in for the score. Might have got, well, actually, where they're going to spot it, he lost a yard.
Set it down at the 5, lost a couple yards.
Holy cow. So, Mount Zion reacted well, and now it's 2nd and goal at the 5.
Well, they know how important this is.
So 2nd and goal at the 5 here. Thompson up under center. The Hearts bring 2 guys to the near side. There's the handoff. Woomer on his horse, and he is stopped close to the goal line.
Just shy of the goal line.
Inside the original line of scrimmage, I think, but still a yard or 2 short.
Call it the 1, I think, Dustin. So it's 3rd and goal at the 1. So he got 4 yards on the carry from the 5 to the 1.
Well, if you happen to score here, it could be a blessing in disguise that it's taking so long because it gives Mount Zion that much less time with the football in their hands.
Good point.
Again, if you happen to get in the end zone here.
Thompson under center.
Oh, Stoneburner.
And the ball, and they gave it to Stoney. How about big number 44? He's played such great defense all year. Why not give it to Jacob Stoneburner to take it to the house?
Going with the jumbo package in the backfield there.
Without a doubt. All right, the Hearts get the lead back on the 1-yard touchdown run by Stoneburner, and Effingham in front 19-14 here with 1:34 to go in the 2nd quarter. Hearts will try for the extra point. Parker Wolf to hold. Good placement. Kicks up. It looks good to me. The officials agree, and the Hearts in front 20-14 with 1:34 to go before halftime. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
Hearts have regained the lead. It's 20-14 Effingham. Kick to the 15. Mount Zion's got a pretty good run going, and down goes the return man, Cahey, and he was taken out of the play by Mr. Dalton Fox on special teams there. Out across the 35, and another player down. And it's a Hart player. Trainer Troy has had a busy first half.
Yeah, you had Angel doing the kicking that time. You've seen the kickoffs. Armando Estrada has done some kicking off, but then Oswaldo Angel that time doing the kicking off. And yeah, I'm not sure who the Effingham player is.
It's Gabe Keeney.
Okay.
And so Trainer Troy out there taking a look, and he's going to be up, I think, here in just a second. Gabe's brother here tonight, home from school. Senior night, a big night for footballers or kids in any sport. Still, well, he's on all fours. They just want to make sure everything's okay. Trainer Troy is a careful man. Coach Hefner out there as well. So, taking an extra minute. Boy, this place got quiet in a hurry. Keeping an eye on old Gabe. I think he'll be up in a minute, but just double checking. Hearts lead it 20-14. Keeney moving a little more and still on all fours. But again, everything's moving, and that's what you're happiest about. Now they get him on his feet, and that's really good news. So Gabe Keeney, he's had a heck of a year. They're still talking to him, even though now he's on his feet. He's still out on the field, and Stoneburner out there helping, as a good teammate will. Still talking there, get his helmet off. Still talking to Gabe. Now he's moving off the field a little gingerly, but he's walking, and that's good news. I think Trainer Troy is saying, you don't move too much, young man. Just come over here, and we'll talk some more to you.
Yeah, you kind of wonder if he didn't get his bell rung a little bit the way he's moving, because he looks like he's in a bit of a daze. I don't want to speculate too much, because I am neither a doctor nor particularly close to the field, but it's kind of what we're seeing from up here.
So it is 1st and 10 for for Mount Zion at their 38-yard line. Minute 27 to go before halftime. Hearts back in front, 20-14. Looking to throw. They go deep again. They got the man there. It's incomplete. That was close, and good defense back there by the Hearts, as Cochran was back there on defense that time for the Hearts.
Well, Cahey is a good receiver. He's a quick kid, and in single coverage, he is able to create some separation, but that time he got turned the wrong way, or maybe the throw was not exactly on target, and by the time he got turned around, was not able to recover and go back for it. But keep an eye on him. I think he's going to be the option here more often than not as they try to go for the big play before halftime.
2nd and 10 with a minute 22 to go before halftime. Back to throw again as Summers loads, and it's complete, and it's into Effingham territory as Mason makes the catch. They set it down at Mount Zion's 49, which is good as far as I'm concerned, because I thought he was into Hearts territory. So it's 1st and 10's the bottom line. And out of bounds, so the clock stopped with a minute 18 to go in this second quarter. So 1st and 10 for Mount Zion at their 49. Hearts in front, 20-14. Low snap, Summers has it, throws it out of bounds. Hearts coaching staff had the best shot at that. Coach Heff had the hands on it, couldn't pull it in.
Well, and then he stuck a finger in Bo's chest, who was standing right next to him, like saying, what are you doing? Like,
protect the old man.
Deflecting a little bit is what I think. trying to shift the blame for the lack of the play there.
He had a clipboard, though.
I mean, listen, we need to talk to him about that after the game.
He was hampered by a clipboard.
I'm going to put it on you to make sure.
Nice grab out there by Mason. So from midfield to the 25-yard line. New set of downs for Mount Zion. Still a minute to go before halftime. Summers stays in the shotgun on 1st and 10. Barks out the signals. Oh, the snap rolled to him. He throws it, and it falls incomplete. Holy cow, there was all kinds of things that could have happened there, and it turns out to be an incomplete pass.
Yeah, that snap was more of a croquet shot than anything. And, really just fortunate that it rolled straight to the quarterback, and he was able to pick it up and sort of throw it to the receiver in any sort of rhythm at all.
Cahey had the best shot at it, but it came up incomplete. Parker Wolf was there on defense. 50 seconds left.
A lot of time.
Second down. 2nd and 10. They are at the Hearts 25-yard line. Summers still from the shotgun. Here come the Hearts. There's the pass. It's across the middle, and it's caught and dropped. Great defense by Parker Wolf. knocked that one away.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Cahey went up for it, had it in his hands briefly, but Parker Wolf, doesn't try to do too much. He's not trying to pick off the pass there. He's just trying to break up the play, knock it loose after the fact, and does exactly what he needs to do. He's had a couple of really good plays in single coverage with Cahey to just break up the play and keep it simple and keep the completion from happening.
So 3rd and 10, 46 seconds left. Not taking much time off the clock on these plays. 3rd and 10, though. Big play here. Summers from the shotgun. Hart's ready. There's the snap. Here come the Harts. The pass is dumped across the middle, and a nice job there by Fox of breaking it up.
Fox broke it up, yeah.
And it'll be 4th and 10.
And I want to make sure that I give Sean Cochran some credit because he came unabated through the middle of the field and was really the reason that Summers had to get rid of that one as quickly as he did, because otherwise he was going to get himself another sack.
So it's 4th and 10 now, obviously. Oh, they're going to kick.
Boy, this is going to be like a 40. Goodness gracious, it's going to be like a 42-yard field goal attempt here.
But we saw this man in pregame, and he can blast it to the railroad tracks if he needs to. There's the snap, the placement. The kick's blocked! Kick is blocked, and the Harts fall on it at midfield. That's Gunnar Franklin. How about that?
That ball got about 2 feet off of the foot of the kicker, Oliger, and Gunnar Franklin runs it down all the way around midfield.
Ends up right on the 50-yard line. So they were going to go for the field goal. We were all saying about how far is this going to go, and the Harts block it.
It went about half a yard.
And Effingham's got the ball with great field position and still 36 seconds left before halftime. How about that?
Yeah, do you try to go for a home run play here?
36 seconds left, right at midfield. I got a kid named Duncan on my team. Let's see how this all works out. Thompson up under center on 1st and 10. Bad snap. He has to fall on the football. He does, but the Harts lose a yard back to their own 49 with 27 seconds left. So let's see if they go one more play here. They don't call time, and they won't have to. And I think the Harts may just let the half end. I think everybody was entertaining doing something stupendous, and I think Coach Hefner says, we're ahead, and we got to win this game to win the conference, so let's go to the locker room. And here's the horn, and we're at halftime. At halftime at Klosterman Field on Senior Night, it's Effingham 20, Mount Zion 14. Halftime show on the way in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
ProLube of Effingham is more than just your favorite oil change shop. We sell and install all major brands of tires. Check engine light on? We also perform diagnostic and repair work. Call or stop by today for a free quote at ProLube of Effingham.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Of course, their season's been disrupted like everything else. We didn't have a marching band season, so congratulations to the seniors in the band for their recognition. Meanwhile, I'm going to tell you about the seniors as far as football and cheerleader folks. But first, let me recap the scoring. It's 20-14 Effingham here at halftime at Klosterman Field on Senior Night. Effingham started the scoring with 3:47 to go in the first quarter and staged a beautiful drive. 12 plays, 69 yards. It took 6:18 off the clock, highlighted by the 16-yard pass play from Nate Thompson to Tristan Duncan. Bo Hefner's kick was good, and the Harts had a 7-0 lead. But Mount Zion came right back and scored twice. They got it right after the Harts staged that better than 6-minute drive on the first play from scrimmage from their own 36-yard line. Ashton Summers threw a 64-yard touchdown pass to Cahey. And just like that, after the kick was good, we were tied at 7. 16-second drive after the Harts had over better than a 6-minute drive. And then, after the Harts got the ball, they threw, and Mount Zion picked it, and Tyrolt drove it back 45 yards, ran it back 45 yards. The kick was good with 4 seconds left in the first quarter, and just like that, the Harts were down 14-7. I'm telling you, the momentum changed in a heartbeat. But the Hearts, resilient as always, bounced right back in the second quarter and scored with 8:55 to go in the period at the end of a 9-play, 80-yard drive on a 3-yard touchdown run by Chase Woomer. That time the kick was no good, but the Hearts were back within 14-13, and then they scored again with 1:34 to go in the first half at the end of another great drive, 12 plays, 50 yards, took 5:11 off the clock, and that was a 1-yard touchdown run by Jacob Stoneburner. Hefner's kick was good, and the Hearts lead at 20-14 here at halftime. Let me tell you about the seniors on this football team and among the cheerleading squad. Won't take long on the cheerleaders, one senior. So congratulations and all the best to Jenna Custer, the daughter of Kylie Hewing, Sam Hewing, and Tony Custer. Jenna's been involved on the football cheer team all 4 years. She earned Football Cheerleading Leadership Award last year. She's headed to Lakeland to pursue a degree in phlebotomy. Now, as far as our seniors, many of them to talk about, in fact, close to about 20 of them, in fact. Chase Woomer is one of them, son of Jason and Abra Woomer. Chase, member of the football program 4 years, 3-year letter winner, earned the Hustle Award and the Little Big Man Award, and second team All-Apollo last year. And also a member of the basketball team, as he would want me to be sure to remind you, and also the baseball team for 2 years. So, member FCA, SAA, National Honor Society, going to go to SIU, earn his degree, then on to law school. He's going to be a lawyer. Probably represent me someday. So Chase Woomer. Now also a senior, Trevin Benavides, the son of Javier and Debbie Benavides. Trevin's 4th year of football at EHS, got the most improved in the Jack Klosterman Hang Tough Award. Also has participated in track a couple of years. So Trevin Benavides. Parker Wolf is the son of David and Angie Wolf, member of the EHS football program all 4 years, set the most interceptions in a game, most interceptions in a season, and as Dustin always is quick to remind us, adds to that record every time he gets another pick, because he also holds the record for most interceptions in a career for EHS. He was also first team All-Apollo last season. I'm guessing will be this year. And also, of course, is a wonderful basketball player, one of the top 10 all-time leading scorers, and he plays a little baseball, too. Going to go to the professional bull riders circuit and become a pro bull rider. That's the future for Parker Wolf. Holden Lewis is the son of Jeff and Shanna Lewis. His 4th year of football. Of course, had big night last week. Remember, caught 2 weeks ago, caught 2 touchdown passes at Mattoon. Also a track athlete for 3 years. Perfect attendance since the 3rd grade. I said his mom's a teacher, so that would figure. Perfect attendance since 3rd grade. And up-and-coming leadership award winner. He's going to go to Liberty University out in Lynchburg and become a youth minister and continue his website business, and he'll be glad to tell you about that if you got a minute. So it's Holden Lewis. Gunnar Franklin, who just recovered that play a moment ago, got the football. The son of Travis and Kendra Franklin, his 4th year, made the IHSA state semifinals last season in football. He is proud of that, and he won the Most Improved Award as a sophomore, also a track athlete, and he's in Le French Club. So he's going to go to college. That's Gunnar Franklin. Tristan Duncan, what else can we say? The son of Amanda Sloan and Matt Duncan, 4th year of football, All-Apollo Conference for 2 years, IHSA All-State last season, the current EHS record holder for single-season records, receiving yards, receptions, receiving touchdowns, and career receiving yards, receptions, and receiving touchdowns. So I'm telling you, the lad has had a career, and thankfully a couple of more games to go. He was also named to the first team Decatur Herald All-Area Player of the Year last season, and also he was second team recognition as a sophomore. Also a player in basketball and track, and so basketball and track. Sorry, my headphones were getting disconnected. I didn't know quite what was going on. Thanks, guys. So Tristan in the FCA headed to Truman State University on a football scholarship. Wants to be a self-made millionaire by age 30. He does real well and gets to the NFL and might get that big contract, and that's Tristan Duncan. Nathan Thompson, son of Chad and Stephanie Thompson, member of the football program all 4 years, also basketball all 4 years, another player who's in the top 10 in all-time scoring in basketball and track 3 years, and going to earn a degree in ag business and go to college to play basketball. We'll let you know when he decides where. That's Nate Thompson. Jordan Elsasser is the son of Ryan and Stephanie Elsasser. His third year of football, going to go to Eastern to study exercise science. Trevor Donsbach, we've been talking about a lot, son of Kyle Donsbach and Nikki Slifer. His fourth year of football, also a track athlete. He's going to participate in a career as an electrical lineman. Trevor Donsbach. Sean Cochran, son of Jason Cochran and Dana Cochran, his fourth year of football. Also played golf a year, wrestled all 4 years, track 3 years, and going to pursue a career as a heavy equipment operator. Jacob Logan, old number 33, the son of Brad and Susan Logan, his fourth year of football, earned 3 varsity letters, played basketball 3 years, track a year, and he's going to be an electrical lineman and maybe go into business with Trevor Donsbach. I don't know. That's Jacob Logan. Also, Bo Hefner, son of Brett and Cammie Hefner, fourth year of football at EHS, one of the extra point kickers. In addition to football, member of FCA, plans to go to Heartland Community College and going to major in computer networking. So, best of success to Bo Hefner. Zach Slifer, old number 41, son of Doug and Nikki Slifer and Amy and Nick Clear, fourth year of football, wrestling all 4 years, track a year. And after high school, he's going to do us proud, serving our nation in the United States Marines. So all the best to Zach Slifer. Gabe Keeney, who we were glad to say was able to walk off the field under his own power there toward the end of the first half. Fourth year of football, got the Jack Klosterman Hang Tough Award last year. Also participated in track and field, and he plans to pursue a degree in aerospace engineering. That sounds cool. So Gabe Keeney. Jacob Stoneburner. Well, you can't help but love that kid. Son of Stacy Schutte and Josh Stoneburner. His fourth year of football, special teams MVP, All-Apollo Conference first-team linebacker last year, basketball 4 years, and had a heck of a basketball season for the Hearts. He's going to go to McKendree to play football and study psychology, and I love his goal. He hopes to continue his journey of life with a smile on his face. That's Jacob Stoneburner. Alex Boffman, the son of Darwin and Jill Woltman, sitting right down here in front of us. Alex has participated in football at Effingham all 4 years, 3 varsity letters, second team All-Apollo last year. In addition to football, he participated in track 2 years, and he's going to earn a degree and find a high-paying job. Good move. Nathan Barnes, the son of Dwayne and Amy Barnes. Football all 4 years, earned 3 varsity letters and the Freshman Most Improved Award. Played basketball for a year, baseball a year, track 3 years. He's going to go to a JC and earn a degree and then live a successful life. That's a great goal. Ethan Huss, the son of Ken and Kim Huss, fourth year of football, 3 letters, second team All-Apollo Conference last year, also a wrestler 2 years and placed as a sectional qualifier and got third place in the regionals as a sophomore. Going to go to Knox College. He'll play football up there, so best of success to Ethan Huss. Jacob Briggerman. Hope he's going to continue to do well. Son of Michael and Jill Briggerman, of course, dealing with Ewing sarcoma, form of cancer that affected his leg, and still undergoing treatments and hoping for the best for him. Participated in basketball 3 years and, of course, would have been on the football team doing us all proud had he been healthy. And future plans: beat cancer, grow back his mullet, sell trucks, marry his best friend. I like it. Jacob Briggerman. Pray big for Brig, the bracelet says. Kalen Reardon is the son of Mark and John Reardon. His second year of football, played baseball 4 years, and will be in just tomorrow. His other activities include participating in the spring musical Little Mermaid, which is coming up next weekend at EHS. Actually, it's going to be at the EPC. Kalen's going to Maryville University, major in sports marketing and minor in performing arts. And then our friend Austin Herbeth, son of Dennis and Melinda Herbeth, fourth year of football, All-Apollo Conference, first team defense last year, also track man. And after high school, he doesn't know for sure what he's going to do, but I bet it will be fun. So Austin Herbeth. Those are the seniors, and it's their night. So shout out to those lads. Dustin White has football numbers for us here at halftime. And I'll turn you up so people can hear them.
And I'll tell you, if I told you these stats and didn't tell you the final score, you would think that somebody was getting their tail kicked in this game, because Effingham they've outgained Mount Zion 202 to 112. They've got 16 first downs to Mount Zion's 4, and they've held Mount Zion to -1 yards on the ground. But, circumstances, a big defensive play for the Braves, and, that's kind of – and time of possession, by the way, Effingham's got 3 times more of the time of possession. We'll get to that in a second, but let's just break it down. Effingham, 39 plays in the first half, 202 yards. Mount Zion just 15 plays for 112 yards. So they haven't run many plays, but they've been, particularly in the passing game, very successful. Effingham with their 16 first downs, 8 have come on the ground, 5 through the air, 3 by penalty. Mount Zion just 4 first downs, all of them in the passing game. And again, Mount Zion, 4 rushing attempts in the entire first half. They've lost a yard. Effingham 134 yards on the ground on 30 attempts. That's a 4.5-yard average, 2 touchdowns there. But the passing, Mount Zion, 11 pass attempts, only 4 completed, but 113 yards and a touchdown. And Effingham, 9 pass plays, 7 completed, 1 intercepted for just 68 yards and a touchdown. So, of course, Mount Zion with the big takeaway, the takeaway and the 45-yard touchdown, interception return for a touchdown. That has been what has been the equalizer, despite the fact that those numbers are so lopsided. Time of possession, Effingham, 18 minutes and 41 seconds in the first half. Mount Zion had the football for just 5 minutes and 19 seconds. So they had their one scoring drive was one play that lasted 15 seconds, and other than that, they a defensive score is all they've got. So those numbers are weird, and you would think that Effingham would have a pretty one-sided advantage here, but they just don't, and that is because of that takeaway. Now, penalties, Mount Zion's had a bunch of those. 5 of them for 65 yards. Effingham, 2 penalties for 25 yards. One of those on the sideline, thinking that it might have been. I've conferred with some other people who were watching the action, thinking that maybe the coaching staff was the one that got that one on the sideline. So, just a couple of penalties for Effingham for 25 yards. And that's about it as far as your team numbers go. Shifting gears to individual stats. The rushing numbers for Mount Zion not going to take long. Matthias Adams, 2 carries for 6 yards. In fact, all 6 of those yards came on 1 attempt. He was knocked down at the line of scrimmage the other time. And then Ashton Summers, the Braves quarterback, he's taken it twice for a loss of 7 yards. Of course, one of those was a sack. So that's it. Summers, though, has, as we said, put the ball in the air 11 times, completed 4 of them for 113 yards. A 64-yarder to Christian Cahey was the big one there, a 64-yard touchdown strike. And then we talked about number 8. Is number 8 Reagan Mason, or is it Drew London? Because
I'm sorry, you're right. Now, I thought the PA was calling him Mason, but we talked about that before the game, and Scott Mosier specifically told me 8 is Drew London, so my apologies.
A guy wearing number 8, okay, has 3 catches for 49 yards. We're pretty sure it's Drew London. Maybe we'll confer on that, but yeah.
Yeah, Scott's a stickler about those things. I'm sure it is Drew London. Okay. So my apologies for calling him.
Well, no, that's Mason. Okay, because right now you're working with a roster that's got 2 number 8s on it. So how could you know? Frank Tyrolt, we mentioned him in the breakdown of the scoring, but that 45-yard interception return for a touchdown, the big defensive play for Mount Zion. Christian Cahey, 3 kick returns for 70 yards, and that's about it. Jonathan Oliger, the kicker and punter for Mount Zion, a couple of punts for average of 29 yards. His second one was really good, and of course he had that field goal attempt that was blocked by Sean Cochran. I don't know that we got that on the air yet, but Sean Cochran was the man who blocked that field goal attempt. He was going to try a 42-yarder, and like you said, he might have the leg for it, but we'll never know because that one never really got going. As far as Effingham's individual stats, Chase Woomer, 82 rushing yards on 19 carries in the first half, including a 3-yard touchdown run. Trevor Donsbach, 45 yards on 7 carries. He had a couple of series, and one in particular where he was the man on the mission and really got some good work done. Keegan Baker, 1 carry for 11 yards. Jacob Stoneburner 1 carry for 1 yard, but it was a touchdown run as they got him a goal line carry, and he managed to bull his way into the end zone. So 2 rushing touchdowns for the Hearts. And then Thompson with a couple of runs. He's lost 5 yards. Speaking of Thompson, 7 of 9 passing. That's a good percentage for 68 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The touchdown was to Tristan Duncan, 1 of 3 catches for Tristan. He's got 51 receiving yards, and that includes the 16-yard touchdown catch. One of the better catches you'll see. Just great concentration, going over the middle of the field and taking some contact, juggling the ball, and holding on to it. But again, 3 catches for 51 yards for Tristan. Austin Herbeth, 2 catches for 10 yards, and Edgar Castillo also 2 receptions for 7 yards. Punt returns. Parker Wolf had 1 punt return for 12 yards. Keegan Baker, a 16-yard kickoff return. And that is it. Effingham hasn't had to punt the ball. We talked about Trevin Benavides being back on punt duties for Effingham, but they haven't had to put him out there yet. So, again, the only numbers that matter, of course, though, are 20 and 14, and the big one belongs to Effingham. They've got the 6-point lead here at halftime, and they're going to get the ball first in the second half, Greg.
Thank you very much, Dustin. As far as scores, let's send it back to the sports desk. Gail Warner, I'd like to hear from you.
All right. At halftime, Cumberland leads Argento Oriana 35-0. Fairfield leads Harrisburg 23-0 at halftime. Also at halftime, Vandalia leads Greenville 7-0. At halftime, Paris with the lead over Flora 28-8. Newton leads Marshall at halftime 21-14. Mattoon on top of Lincoln 15-6 at halftime. Also a halftime score, Robinson leading Olney, Richland County 21-0. In the second quarter, it was Mahomet Seymour leading Tolono Unity 13-12. Shelbyville leading Central A&M 17-7 in the second quarter. Lawrenceville leading Oblong Hudsonville at halftime 45-6. And in baseball, North Clay defeated Neoga today 5-1. And that's what I've got.
Super. Thank you, Gail. Cubs got beat this afternoon. Cardinals are playing now. By the way, I should say congratulations to the Braves on the win over the Cubs this afternoon.
Yeah, you know, it's a couple of not very good teams, basically, right now. Cardinals are losing 8-2 to Philadelphia. It's in the top of the 8th in Philly, so seems like maybe they're not going to come back from that one, but maybe not a great day for local baseball. What about the White Sox? They've got a game tonight. They play the Red Sox. Oh, no, they don't. They got snowed out against the Red Sox.
Can you imagine? Well, yeah, this year I believe it. Yeah.
Well, that's I mean, they don't say snow, but I believe that the Mets in Denver, they're out in Denver playing the Rockies, and I think that they called that one because of snow too.
Flex talked to his daughter, who lives in Colorado now, and Haley said yes, it was a snow out.
This is why, you know, not that I should be the commissioner of Major League Baseball, but maybe I would say maybe divisional teams shouldn't go out of division to play a game in Denver in April, because this kind of thing might happen. You know, it kind of stinks because now the Mets will have to make some trip or play a doubleheader later on this weekend. You know, of course the Mets have barely played any games. It seems like they get rained out or have to play a team that's got a COVID outbreak every other game. I think the Mets have played about 4 games all season long.
That's why you need your 12-man pitching staff.
I guess so.
Because when they do get to play, they're going to need them all.
Anyway, yeah, Cubs, Braves, both of them stink right now. That's pretty much the long and short of that.
Mm-hmm. It's not been pretty. We'll see about tomorrow, though. By the way, all 120 starts, Cubs fans, this weekend. So 20-14 Hearts. Next week, I don't want to lose. We're all ate up with this game, but the Hearts do still have one more football game next week. They go to Lincoln to take on the Railers, and the Railers are 0 for season, so we're going to see how that shapes up next week.
Yeah, I mean, you think you could go in there and get a win. It's pretty much a routine thing since they joined the conference. Good hosts, you know, nice place to go. Not a bad drive other than being a long one, but yeah, you know, take care of your business here tonight and go up there and have some fun. That would be the ideal game plan, but you know, sports, anything can happen, although based on the way Mount Zion took it to them last week and the fact that Effingham is leading Mount Zion here at halftime, you'd like to think you could go in there and get a win.
I think it's too far to go to get beat, Greg's motto. So anyway, As good as they are in basketball, not too good in football.
Yeah, it's just one of those things. The culture is there for basketball, and it always has been. And for whatever reason, football, and it's not just since they've been in the Apollo. I mean, part of State 8 was just, kind of a tough hang for them as far as that football and maybe some other sports. And so they've been a good conference member. Don't get me wrong, but it's been a pretty easy team to play on the football field.
We are ready for the second half. Effingham in front of Mount Zion 20-14. Hearts scored. Mount Zion scored twice. Now the Hearts have scored twice, and they're in front by 6. And the Hearts get the ball to start the second half. So all things shaping up pretty nicely here. Mr. Ollinger ready to give it a boot from the 40. And let's see what the Hearts can do about adding to this 20-14 lead. There's the kick. And it's a blast. Holy moly. That hit right at the goal line. Keegan Baker just stopped and looked and said, wow, that's a really good kick.
Yeah, Baker had to kind of field one fading away the last time in that corner. This time there wasn't any chance to catch that one and stay on the right side of the goal line. And so again, a touchback. And hey, the last time this happened, Effingham drove the ball 80 yards and scored. So maybe they can do it again.
Again, Mattoon in front of Lincoln 15-6 at halftime. Thank you, Mr. Woltman. Thank you, Gail. Thanks everybody who sends along scores. We appreciate it a bunch. Again, the Hearts baseball team starts their season tomorrow. Jerry Trigg sent me information on the Hearts softball team this morning. Thank you, Jerry. And we are ready to rock. Hearts first and 10 at their 20 to start the second half. And just like that, Mount Zion says, hello, Chase Woomer. And he stopped for no gain.
When you talk about Effingham starting baseball, it'll be weird for Effingham to play a first baseball game of the season and for it not to be just like so cold you don't even want to be outside, because that's usually how it goes.
You bet. You bet. Holden Lewis comes in with the play for the Hearts. Second and 10 after no gain by Woomer on the first carry of the second half. And Lewis and Duncan are both out here split to the near side. Let's see what happens here. They throw, and it is caught for a short gain. Grabs made out there by Holden Lewis out across the 25 to the 27. So a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 3.
Thompson rolling to his right to make that pass. Had a man in the backfield chasing him down, but able to feel that pressure, keep rolling, keep moving, make the throw on the run, and Lewis able to look it in and get a little bit of a gain there.
Lewis out now, and Austin Herbeth replaces him as a receiver option for Effingham. So 3rd and 3, Hearts with the ball at their 27. We've just begun the second half. Hearts leading Mount Zion 20-14 in the game that will decide who is the conference champ. There's the handoff. Woomer going to the left side. Lot of room. First down and then some. Out across the 35-yard line. Great gain. And Dustin's talked about the fact that the Hearts have had a lot of success when they take it to the left side of the field.
That certainly has been the case tonight. A 9-yard pickup right there for Woomer. Gets him up to 91 yards, his 21st carry. For Effingham, a good start to this drive. Get those chains moving, keep pushing the ball down the field, and hopefully get yourself a long possession, find a way to score.
Lewis back in the game. He and Duncan both split wide to the far side of the field. Nobody here near side. They hand it off up the gut. That might be Donsbach. I'm going to double check. It is Woomer. Chase carries out across the 40. They'll mark it at the 42-yard line, Dustin. So from the 36 to the 42, a gain of 6 at 2nd and 4.
Yeah, healthy first down pickups. Gives you some pretty good options here on 2nd and 4 as far as what you want to do with this play. But, yeah, again, just running the ball well right off the bat.
Hearts rotating them well. They've got Lewis split wide to the far side, Duncan down here to the near side. Let's see what's up here on 2nd and 4. Nice passing down. And they hand it off. And that's a gain close to first down yardage. Woomer gets it to the 45. Let's see about the spot, though. I think he may be shy of the first down.
Yeah, and I think his feet came out from under him a little bit as he's trying to make a cut there around the left edge. And so they are going to – boy, they spot the ball.
Wow, look at the football. And there's an illegal shift called on the offense. I'm sorry that I didn't see the flag.
I didn't either. That's because it's laying on the far side of the field. So, yeah, none of this concern about where the ball was spotted is going to matter.
So, 5-yard walk-off.
Second down.
And that'll make it second and about 9.5.
So that play, in effect, did not happen.
That's right. Just erase that from your minds, everyone. Back to the 37-yard line, and it's second and 9. 9.5, actually. 9:06 to go, third quarter. Hearts lead it 20-14 at Klosterman Field. Last home game of the season. Thompson up under center. There's the handoff. Woomer going to the left side. Not much room for Chase. He got close to the 40. Close to the 40 is the optimal word there. And they'll call it the 39. So that will make it 3rd and 7. 3rd and 7 at the 39. Hearts in front, but boy, you'd sure love them to add to the lead here.
Yeah, it would feel really good because Mount Zion has already shown the capability in this game to score on one big play. So a one-score lead doesn't feel particularly safe.
Thompson from the shotgun on 3rd and 7. There's the snap. Here they come. Here's the pass. It's caught for a first down and even more. Nice grab out there in the flat on the far side. And they said Chase Woomer out as a receiver that time. Surprise. And he made the catch, and it's a first down complete to Mount Zion's 46-yard line.
Yeah, it's just one of those little screenplays where you let the defense come in for a while. Let them think that they're bearing down for the sack. Meanwhile, Woomer has drifted out there into the flat, catches that little dump-off pass, and gets a nice little gain.
So it's 1st and 10 for Effingham at Mount Zion's 46. Hearts on top, 20-14.
It's a 15-yard pickup there.
Thompson handoff. It's a short gain, and look at Woomer continue to drive. Got it inside Mount Zion's 45, and a lot bigger gain than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, I mean, it's still not a huge pickup, but compared to kind of how it was looking to start, a 4-yard gain is pretty healthy.
2nd and 6. They have the ball to Mount Zion's 42-yard line.
Chase gets himself over the century mark there, 103 yards on 24 carries now.
Hearts line up in the eye. They've got receivers split out here to the near side, 2 receivers, and they handed up the gut, and there's a flag at the end of the play, which advances the football to the 40-yard line. Now we'll see what happens here. Sideline official goes to the referee, and they chat.
And getting the timing of it.
Was the tackler on the last play?
I don't know. Effingham, trying to watch the body language of the players and not really see anything, but just when the flag came in, I don't think it was a hold.
I think not either. It was right at the end of the play. The officials are still conferring. We've seen guys pick up flags before.
Well, they need to do something.
Still chatting. 7:28 left in the third quarter.
They're just figuring out where they're going to stop to eat after the game. They're like, oh, we haven't figured this one out yet.
60 fine choices in Effingham from which to choose. Sorry, got my Chamber of Commerce speech on there. They pick up the flag.
Illegal block below the waist. Defense number 4.
On Mount Zion. That's okay. Take all the time you need, guys. 5-yard walk-off gets the ball inside the... I thought that was a 15-yard. Oh, okay, that's a 15-yard penalty. Pardon me. So the football's moved down to Mount Zion's 30-yard line. I apologize. I thought that was a 5-yarder. That's a 15-yard penalty. So a new set of downs for the Hearts to boot. 1st and 10 for Effingham at Mount Zion's 30-yard line. Now you know why they talked over that one so long. That's a big play. Thompson up under center on 1st and 10. Hearts getting set. Now we're good. There's the snap. Here comes Mount Zion. There's the handoff. That's Donsbach. And look at him go. He's inside the 20-yard line. Trevor Donsbach. Nice run. Well, you think, okay, Woomer. Surprise! Here's Trevor Donsbach. And Woomer. And then he catches a pass, you know. Keeps you guessing.
The 11-yard pickup for Donsbach. He's up to 56 on just 8 carries, so that's a real healthy little average he's got going for him.
Hearts have it inside Mount Zion's 20. 1st and 10 again for Effingham. Got one man out here on the near side. Got a guy split to the far side. They run it up the gut, and that was Woomer, I think. And holy cow, I think they blew the whistle, guys.
Yeah, momentum. I think that a little bit of momentum has got to play there. But yeah, there were 5 white jerseys on him by the time the play finally stopped.
So a loss of 1, and it was Donsbach, not Woomer. So the football back to the 20 now, and it's 2nd and 11.
So long drive here. We're under 6 minutes to go, or 6 minutes left in the third quarter, rather. And Effingham is still on its initial drive.
Hearts have had some great sustained drives tonight. All right, 2nd and 11 at Mount Zion's 20. Hearts lead at 20-14. Here's the handoff up the gut. Donsbach still on his feet. He's inside the 15. Nice run. From the 20, he gets it inside the 15. They spotted it, the 14? Always depend on the scoreboard guys down on that end of the field. I figure they're looking right at it. To the 13, a gain of 7, so it's 3rd and 4 because it was 2nd and 11. So 3rd and 4. Effingham with the ball at Mount Zion's 13.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, you're going to have run 7 minutes off the clock by the time this play is done. You want to get in the end zone here. That would be just a big blow.
Thompson, handoff, running it up the gut. Donsbach, he's inside the 10 near the 5. And the Hearts get the first down. Boy, Trevor Donsbach can get his motor going.
Well, and I really think they'd like to maybe see him find his way into the end zone, as Woomer's already scored a rushing touchdown. Stoneburner did it. And Donsbach has run well tonight. It'd be great to be able to reward him with a trip into the end zone himself.
Gain to the 7, Dustin, so it's 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. 4:35 left third quarter. Handoff, Donsbach inside the 5 to about the 4. Let's see where they spot it. Got the side official inside the 5. Let's see where they sit it down here. At the 4. So, gain of 3, and it's 2nd and goal at the 4. 4:15 to go, third quarter. Boy, they've eaten up a lot of time.
Had an 18:41 time of possession in the first half, and going to add 8-9 minutes to that. Boy, it's been quite an interesting breakdown there.
Here's the play, handoff up the gut. Donsbach in for the touchdown. 4-yard touchdown run, touchdown Effingham. Score comes with 3:56 left in the third quarter, and Effingham extends their lead over the Braves to 26-14.
What a drive.
That was sensational. So, 26-14, Bo Hefner on the way to take this one in.
And Bryson Bartels, he was down earlier, I think, and he is back on the turf for Mount Zion again. Looks like they might be trying to stretch one of his legs out. He might be cramping up out there.
The 3-yard run makes it 26-14. Hefner's in to try the extra point once they get this young man up off the field. And you are right. He was in the same situation in the first half, Dustin. And he's on his feet now, moving a little more gingerly. But it does look like a cramp. And you can thankfully walk those off, although they hurt like the dickens, don't they? He is walking off under his own power. Trainer Troy keep an eye on him as he heads off to the sidelines.
Yeah, the first time he came off the field, he pretty well ran off. This time he is definitely favoring that left leg quite a bit.
Bo Hefner will try the extra point from Parker Wolf's hold. 3:56 left now in the third quarter, and the Hearts have eaten up most this third quarter. And they lead it now 26-14. Bo tries the extra point here. Good snap placement, kicks up, looks good to me. The officials agree. It's 27-14 Effingham. 3:56 to go in the third. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Oh, another monster drive. Hearts got the ball to start the second half. 8 minutes and 4 seconds later, they score. 14 plays, 80 yards. And Donsbach with a 3-yard touchdown run. Bo Hefner's kick's good, and the Hearts are up 27-14 now. Kickoff to inside the 15-yard line. Mount Zion going to the far side. Got one man to beat, and they don't. Good job by Parker Wolf staying home and making the tackle over there.
Tackled by Dalton Fox.
Dalton Fox, 32 for the Hearts, comes up and makes the stop. And that will give Mount Zion the football. 1st and 10 at their 27-yard line. So a great drive for the Hearts. Extends their lead to 27-14. Hearts looking to go to 4-0. Wrap up the season next week at Lincoln. But this will decide the conference championship. Phillies beat the Cardinals 9-2 is the final score on that game. That just in. All right. See what Mount Zion can do here. Summers from the shotgun. There's the handoff. And they go to the far side of the field, and they get a first down out near the 40-yard line by the time the play ends. As Matthias Adams, the ball carrier, number 7 for the Braves there. And a good gain, enough for a first down for Mount Zion.
Just only his 3rd carry of the game. They just haven't had the football very much.
Your point at halftime, when you gave the stats, was astounding as far as the lack of success on the ground for Mount Zion tonight. Summers again from the shotgun on 1st and 10, now at the 38-yard line. Summers now backs off and checks the sidelines. And now there's the snap and the handoff. And this time the play's not quite as successful as Adams stopped at the 40. So just a 2-yard gain that time. Nice job by the Hearts of reacting well. They say Dalton Fox came up, helped with a tackle there.
You wonder if something got changed there as Summers kind of gave a hard count. Effingham saw something in the Effingham defense, looked to the sideline, and then they ran the play they did. I wonder if that was what they originally had drawn up.
Got Gunnar Franklin and Parker Wolf at the corners right now, and the Hearts jump. Maybe they were drawn offside. I don't think so, though. Haven't been many of those tonight. Hearts got a little happy there, and Austin Herbeth jumped. So a 5-yard walk-off moves it out to the 45-yard line. Still second down, but now it's 2nd and 3.
Penalty brings up the 45-yard line, making it 2nd and 3.
Austin Herbeth, with the season he's had, is to be forgiven for that.
Yeah, that's okay.
2nd and 3. Mount Zion with the ball at their own 45-yard line. Hearts lead it now 27-14. Going to throw. They go deep. Got a man, and they overthrew him. Pass falls incomplete. Stops the clock with 2:31 to go on the 3rd and brings up a 3rd and 3. He threw it a long way, but a little too long.
Maybe the first time we've seen him go for a deep ball that was not Cahey.
Last receiver attempted pass was Reagan Mason.
So there's
It'll be 3rd and 3 for the
Reagan Mason, who it turns out is number 8.
Okay.
So we had been told it was London that's 8, but it is Reagan Mason. 3rd and 3 on the incomplete pass. And you would expect they're going to load up again here. Let's see what happens. They don't need to get the first down, though. Summers throwing across the middle, caught, first down, and hang on. Oh, he got away, and he's inside Effingham's 25-yard line. Boy, he had one man hanging on him, literally, and he eluded him, got away from him. Hearts came up, and Cahey, the receiver, and Gunnar Franklin finally finished him off, but it's a gain to the 23-yard line of Effingham.
32-yard pickup right there.
Big gain, and that's just what the Braves need. 2:15 to go in the third quarter. They're down 13 here. Summers again checks the sidelines. There's the snap. There's the handoff, and down. Oh, he's still on his feet. I thought they had him, and he gets away and gets near the 20-yard line. That's Matthias Adams, and they're going to give him to the 20-yard line.
Pretty good work from him, because he was definitely all but swallowed up in the backfield, but managed to duck a would-be tackler and bull his way up for a 3-yard gain.
So to the 20, it's 2nd and 7. Mount Zion continues this drive, responding after the Hearts scored their last possession. Ashton Summers checks the sidelines from the shotgun. There's the snap, and he hands it off up the gut to Adams, and Adams is stood up and driven back. We'll see about the spot, but he's to about the 17-yard line. Let's double check on the spot. 17 or 18?
I'm thinking 17. 17 is what's on the scoreboard.
There's my sideline official. 17. Logan Heil among the Hearts in on that stop. So it is a gain to 17. That makes it 3rd and 3 now. This might be the last play of the third quarter. Summers again from the shotgun. Adams by his side. They run out of this set this entire drive. There's the snap. They're moving before the snap, I thought. The pass is complete, and that's the bottom line. No flag. It's caught over on the sidelines. It's Mason, and it's enough for a first down.
Yeah, not a real big pickup. The guy that took off down the sideline and possibly a beat early was kind of a decoy there as Mason came across the middle over to the right sideline and just picked up 5 yards, but again, enough to move the chains.
To the 12, Dustin. 1st and 10 for Mount Zion at the Hearts 12. Went out of bounds, stopped the clock with 30 seconds left in this third quarter. Summers still from the shotgun. They are moving people, bringing a man to the near side here. Still a different back lined up beside Summers now. They're going to throw across the middle. It is caught and dropped. Nice work back there. Sean Cochran shines again. He's back there deep. And I want to double check who else is back there.
Well, also in on the play, Gunnar Franklin was in there too.
So 30 and 10 both. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 27 seconds left. And it's 2nd and 10.
Yeah, you had 3 receivers here on the left side, the near side to us, and there was some confusion amongst Effingham's defense about who needed to cover who. Meanwhile, the pass went to somebody, from a completely different part of the field.
So 2nd and 10. Ball at Effingham's 12-yard line. There's the snap. There's the handoff. Different man in the backfield, and the Hearts take him down after he gets inside the 10, and that's Zach Gerard, number 4, the ball carrier for Mount Zion. The gain is inside the 10 to the 8, so a gain of 4, and that will be the final play of the third quarter. Hearts head to the sidelines. 3 quarters of this championship game for the conference in the books. And after 3, Effingham 27, Mount Zion 14 on 97.9 XFM.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
ProLube of Effingham is more than just your favorite oil change shop. We sell and install all major brands of tires. Check engine light on? We also perform diagnostic and repair work. Call or stop by today for a free quote at ProLube of Effingham.
Oh man, your season shift back and forth in a season like this. See a tall fellow walking off the sidelines there? Hearts assistant coach Obie Farmer. He had quite a basketball season, didn't he?
He in some respect, probably once football's over with, he'll be glad to just have nothing to do for a little while, maybe.
Just hug his little girls, I think. Oh, man. All right. 3rd and 6, the situation. Mount Zion with the ball at the Hearts' 8-yard line as we start this fourth quarter. Effingham in front, 27-14. There's a pass across the middle, and it's incomplete. That snap was weird. Summers got decked. He gets picked up by his running back, and nice work across the middle. Trevin Benavides, a nice play on defense, broke that up.
Yeah, definitely good on Benavides to get there in the secondary and break that pass play up. And now Mount Zion facing a 4th down situation here on the 8-yard line. It is 4th and 6, so they could conceivably get a first down without scoring, but it would be tough.
So the Hearts looking to hold on one more play here. Summers been playing from the shotgun most of the night.
Now he's going to get a timeout.
Mount Zion doesn't want to mess this up. They call time. 11:56 left in this one. Effingham in front, 27-14 here on 97.9 XFM.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Zion called time. It's 4th and 6 for the Braves at Effingham's 8-yard line.
Using every bit of that timeouts. A lot of times you see teams take about 45 seconds worth of time. That time they got every second they could, and it's a big play for them. Again, 4th and 6, but they're on the 8-yard line.
Hearts lead at 27-14. Boy, a stop here would be huge. Summers again from the shotgun. There's the snap. Here come the Hearts. Oh, his foot went out from under him when he was setting up to throw, and it's incomplete, and the Hearts hold. Boy, about the time Summers looked to throw, did you see his plant foot go out from under him? And it ended up hitting the turf. So Mount Zion does not convert, and the Hearts get the football 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
And, I mean, the killer for Mount Zion is he ate a ton of time off the clock, you know. It was a drive that lasted more than 4 minutes, and you got nothing to show for it. And now you're down 2 scores. Effingham's got the ball. They just ran an 8-minute drive a minute ago. I mean, it is definitely buckle up time.
That is huge. Hearts lead at 27-14, 11:52 to go. Looking to win the conference championship with a victory here tonight. Nate Thompson up under center. There's the handoff up the gut, picking his way through. A good run, and he's near the 15-yard line before the time that Woomer has to give up the football. Chase a gain to the 13, 14 they call it. So a good gain of 6, and it's 2nd and 4.
And good first down carry. We've seen that from Chase tonight, getting some good pickups on first down to set up those good second down options.
Nate's going to go up under center on 2nd and 4. Hearts at their own 14-yard line, so they still need to be careful here. Handoff, they run it up the gut, and a little smash mouth football there. A gain to the 15, maybe the 16. I think the 15 is going to be as far as Woomer got.
Yeah, of the 22 players on the field, I think about 19 of them were all converged on the football by the time that one came to an end, and it was a 1-yard pickup for Chase.
Nobody wanted to be the guy standing around on that play.
All you had were I think a receiver and a defensive back, you know, covering him over on one end of the field, and other than that, everybody was in on the stop, so to speak. Edgar
Castillo checks in on offense here for the Hearts. Thompson still on the sidelines talking to Coach Hefner. And they've got Stoney over there on the sideline, so he may be bucking for another carry or two here. And the Hearts are eventually going to call timeout. Everything wasn't developing well, so in a game like this, you don't want to make a mistake. So timeout, Hearts, 10:23 left in this one. Effingham in front, 27-14 on 97.9 XFM.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
9 XFM, WXCF, Effingham.
10:23 left in this one. Effingham leads Mount Zion 27-14 in the Battle of the Unbeatens. If Effingham wins, they're 4-0, and they'll be the Apollo Conference football champions.
Hearts in the driver's seat here, but you'd sure like to see them convert on this 3rd and 3 here.
A little too close to the goal line for my liking. They have it 3rd and 3 at their own 15. Thompson over center. There's the handoff. Coming to the near side and then turning it upfield. A big first down run by Chase Woomer. Nice work. Took it to the right side, turned it straight upfield, and gets it out across the 20-yard line to the 23 for a first down.
Yeah, nothing flashy, but just a well-executed play. The blocking was there. Everything was good. Up to 120 yards for Chase Woomer, and most importantly, move those chains, keep that clock running. We're going to be under 10 minutes in just a second.
Good timeout. Make sure they got that right. 1st and 10, Thompson up under center, handoff to the deep back. That's Woomer. Good cut up the middle, and he's out about the 30 by the time they take him down. And the clock keeps ticking away. So to the 30, a gain of 7. It's 2nd and 3.
Yeah, we'll call it the 30. Nose of the football right there on the 30-yard line. It's just another good first down pickup for Chase Woomer.
Next week, Hearts head to Lincoln, take on the Railers to wrap up the football season. Wow. Thompson up under center. There's the snap. Here's the handoff. That's Donsbach out across the 35-yard line. Another Hearts first down, and then a very, very late flag. Let's see what that's about.
Some exasperation, some palms in the air on the Mount Zion sideline.
I think you're right. Officials talking it over, and there's nothing but white uni tops. And that's the Mount Zion crew.
Yeah, number 4 for Mount Zion, Zach Gerard, still pleading his case, and they're going to call personal foul against they named him number 4, the guy who was vociferously complaining, and that's because he got a 15-yard penalty called against him.
And that will put the ball into Mount Zion territory. So the penalty is marked off from the 36. So the gain was to the 36, Dustin, and then the 15-yard walk-off to Mount Zion's 49-yard line. So 1st and 10, and then some. Handoff coming to the near side. Donsbach gets to about the 47 before they ride him out of bounds. That'll stop the clock with 8:51 to go. No, they say wind it up now. Maybe he didn't go out of bounds. To the 47 regardless. Gain of 2. It's 2nd and 8.
Yeah, keep the clock running. That's even better.
Yeah. Absolutely.
This is just the 3rd possession for either one of these teams in the second half, and we're under 8.5 minutes to go in the game.
Hearts had an 8-minute drive earlier in the second half. Hand off Donsbach. Look at the hole. Congratulations to the middle of the line. What blocking. And Donsbach gets it inside the 45. You just have to tip your hat to the offensive line. They just have done wonderful work all season. The gain eventually is to the 47. So they got, to the 42. To the 42 on that gallop by Donsbach. So it's 3rd and 3.
Trevor up to 88 yards on 16 carries. So Woomer already well over 100 yards, and Donsbach might be on his way.
Thompson ready. 3rd and 3. Nate. There's the snap. Here's the handoff. Donsbach came to the side, turned it up the middle. He's got another first down. He's inside the 40 near the 35-yard line. Great run. And the Hearts just keep that clock rolling, churning up yardage to the 36 of the Braves. First and 10, Effingham.
Effingham fans in front of us are starting to smell some blood in the water, I think.
Down to 7.5 minutes to go in this one. Hart's going to go to 4-0 if they keep things on this steady pace. Thompson moves a man from the sidelines across the middle. That's Tristan Duncan. Now he lines up here on the near side. And instead, they hand it off to Donsbach. And Donsbach driving and diving and gets it near the 32-yard line. 32-yard line. So another nice gain.
Yeah, even then, shedding some contact and just rolling with it. And, 4 yards, it doesn't sound real exciting, but you see that play develop, and it's very plausible that he doesn't even get that much out of it, but just a tough run.
Let me take a minute to shout out Nate Thompson. Here's a kid who was busy playing basketball like 2 days before the football season started, it seemed. And he's come in and run the show as far as this Hearts football team at that quarterback spot. Congratulations to him on a job well done. Hearts carry the football again inside the 30 this time. They'll team up to get Donsbach off the turf, and it's a gain to the 29-yard line.
He took a pretty good shot at the end of that play. Did pick up 3 yards though.
So the gain to the 29, and it's 3rd and 3. Hearts have found themselves with a 3rd and 3 more than a few times tonight.
Well, the good news is now you're inside Mount Zion territory, so you don't have to necessarily pick up the 3 yards here, but it seems like more often than not when they've been put in this position, they haven't had to go to that 4th down to get the job done.
Castillo out and Stoney in at the blocking back spot here on 3rd and 3. They give the ball to Donsbach. He got Stoney blocking, and nice job by Mount Zion. They came around in and stopped the play, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and Donsbach that time trying to keep going out wider and wider, and didn't have any sort of a lane or alley to go with, and so that's going to bring it back a little bit, I think, and to set up that 4th down play.
So they'll bring Woomer in as the Hearts pull Donsbach on this play. Meanwhile, the clock continues to roll. We're down to 5 minutes left in this one. Hearts in front, 27-14.
And you get the 1st down here, and it's real close to being insurmountable.
That's a great word. Shift on the left side. Bring the guys to the left side this time. Here's the handoff, and they block effectively. And look at Woomer go. He's inside the 20-yard line. They got your 1st down, Dustin.
And then some.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's a back-breaking play right there.
Gain to the 17-yard line. Gain to the 17 for Chase Woomer.
Yeah, 12 more yards for Chase. That was his 30th carry, 139 yards. So well over 4 yards a run for Chase. His final home game, he is making the most of it.
When they bring those two guys over on the left side of the line, they just almost always go that way, except this is Effingham, so you can't take it for granted. Got Duncan out to the far side here. Handoff up the gut. Woomer. And down he goes. Ooh, ouch. Goodness. He was in a bad angle. And, again, nothing bad, nothing malicious, I'm trying to say. But, well, ouch, he was at an odd angle, and then he got hit by another guy. And you always worry about that.
Yeah, kind of being sat up, but not quite tackled, not all the way down, and then another guy comes in to clean up, and that's, you play to the whistle, and sometimes there'll be awkward plays like that.
Ended up no gain. So it's 2nd and 10, still at the 17. And, friends, we are down to 3:40 to go in this one. Boy, the Hearts game clock management tonight has been superb.
Yeah, this is going to be their 14th play of this drive. And, again, we're more than 8 minutes into it.
Handoff this time coming to the near side. Look at the hole. Woomer turns up, gets it inside the 10. Oh, my. Boy, if you like block and tackle, you are loving this football game. They are just chewing up time. The gain is to the 12. So from the 17 to the 12, a gain of 5. And Mount Zion wants to chat. Timeout Braves. Down to 3:08 to go. It's Effingham 27, Mount Zion 14 here on 97.9 XFM.
ProLube of Effingham is more than just your favorite oil change shop. We sell and install all major brands of tires. Check engine light on? We also perform diagnostic and repair work. Call or stop by today for a free quote at ProLube of Effingham.
Local, secure, enduring, and more convenient than ever. Washington Savings Bank is located in Effingham, Mattoon, and anywhere you are with their 24/7 virtual branch. Enjoy the conveniences of banking with all the services offered at Washington Savings Bank. Member FDIC.
It's 3rd and 4 for the Hearts. They work the clock down to 3:08 remaining, and Effingham with a 27-14 lead. They have put themselves in a great position here.
Yeah, you know the game's not over, but it's almost over. I mean, they're in a really good spot here. No reason to believe on 3rd and 4 that they won't be able to come up with a good play coming out of this timeout. But at any rate, Mount Zion is in desperation mode. They really need to knock the ball loose. They need a takeaway of some kind.
We head to Logan County next Friday night. Going to play the Lincoln Rail Splitters. We'll have it 7 o'clock kickoff on 97.9 XFM. All right, 3rd and 4. Hearts with the ball at Mount Zion's 11-yard line. Thompson ready. There's the snap. Here's the handoff. Woomer picking his way through the defense inside the 5, and he's near the 2-yard line, and that's 1st and goal for Effingham.
Herbeth was the man in motion. He came up to the left side of the quarterback and led the way on the blocking there. Just a well-designed play. Another first down. That is Effingham's 9th rushing first down of the half, 17th rushing first down of the game. And they're 2 yards away from another touchdown.
Yeah, gain to the 2. 1st and goal for Effingham at Mount Zion's 2-yard line. We're down to 2:40 to go.
Now, who are they going to get in there? That's what I want to know. Woomer, Donsbach, and Stoneburner have already scored rushing touchdowns. Maybe they'll let Thompson keep it himself. Maybe they could. Who knows what they'll do here?
Well, they got Stoney at the blocking back spot and Woomer the tailback. Here's a handoff to Woomer, and he's stopped. So we'll have at least one more play.
Well, the idea then, at least, was to try to get Woomer in there for a second score. But, Mount Zion was all over that one.
Yeah, they knew what was coming, didn't they?
But what else is coming is the 2-minute mark in this game, and there's just not enough time for Mount Zion to do anything here, as the Hearts are going to take their time, and Mount Zion uses its last timeout, I think, as much as anything to stop the clock.
No gain on the play. Still at the 2, and timeout Braves. That is their final timeout. It comes with 2:04 left in the game.
Well, now maybe it looks like they're walking a player off the field, so maybe there wasn't a timeout. It looks like maybe the whistle was just for an injury.
Pardon me?
Oh, no, I'm the one who said timeout, but I think that as it turns out, they were getting an injured player off the field.
See if I can pick up a number for you. I thought it was number 4 again. We talked about him a few times, and it is him. It is number 4 for the Braves. That's Zach Gerard. He's off the field. 2nd and goal to go at the 2. Duncan off the field, so the Hearts are going to run this one for sure. Thompson up under center. Hearts in the eye. There's the handoff. Stoney up the middle. Dives in for the touchdown. I was going to wait. Jacob Stoneburner, 2-yard touchdown run. Hearts extend the lead to 33-14 with 1:56 remaining.
Stoneburner with about as productive a 3-yard rushing night as you can have. That's 2 carries, 2 scores.
Very efficient. 33-14 Hearts. Wow. When Mount Zion came back, got those 2 early scores to get in front, I was a little nervous, but the Hearts responded well. Bo Hefner, one more extra point try tonight. There's the kick, and it looks good to me, and the officials agree, and it's 34-14 Effingham. 1:56 to go in this one. Back with a kickoff in a minute on 97.9 XFM.
Here at Niemer's. Come see all the redesigned Chevrolet and Toyota models at Dan Heck Chevrolet Toyota, located South Route 45 here in Effingham, or at danheck.com.
Evergreen Nursing and Rehabilitation Center is proud to announce their new outpatient therapy. Evergreen now offers physical, occupational, and speech therapies for their patients. If you need therapy, don't worry. Evergreen's outpatient therapy can help you too. Give Evergreen a call today for a tour.
Osvaldo Angel's going to kick off here for the Hearts with 1:56 to go, and the Hearts up by 20 points now. Ozzie eyes the football. The officials say go get it. There's the kick. Boy, the bleachers are shaking here at Klosterman Field. The kick to about the 15. Mount Zion turns it up the sidelines and now up the middle, and the ball's loose, and the Hearts got it. They had a great head of steam up. Now Mount Zion's saying they held on.
I don't think so.
We got a scrum out there, folks. They are signaling Mount Zion football. Oh, well, that was one of two choices.
Well, that thing came out and then rolled down the field. A very favorable bounce for Mount Zion. Effingham had some hands on it at the very least, but apparently the Braves came out with the football all the way close to midfield, 48-yard line.
Heaven's sakes. I thought sure the Hearts had it, but they don't.
It was Bartels who took that kick, by the way. First time he's had a return, and he darn near lost it.
1st and 10 for the Braves at their own 48. There's a minute 45 remaining. Hearts lead at 34-14. Summers from the shotgun looking to throw, lets it go. There's the catch into Effingham territory, and the tackle made it about the 45-yard line of Effingham. And catch by 88, is that accurate?
Yeah, Reed McNeil.
All right, he makes the catch, and then Logan Heil came up, made the stop. So it's an 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Summers across the middle, the pass is incomplete and almost intercepted. Threw it behind the receiver, and then I think Jacob Logan was the one who was closest to that football. Yeah, there's Jacob. And it falls incomplete, so it's 3rd and 2 now. So after they had that big head of steam, now it's 3rd and 2. Still a minute 19 to go, but the Hearts are up 20 points. Summers from the shotgun. They got 3 guys out here to receive. Hearts see that, and I'm sure they'll be bringing everybody and their grandma. Looking to throw across the middle. It is caught, and it is enough for a first down inside the Hearts' 40-yard line. So Mason the catch, who is number 8, we've found out after much deliberation. 38-yard line, the pass completion, and it's 1st and 10, and we're down to minute 5 to go. Hearts again in front, 34-14, Mount Zion driving. Summers pass across the middle, it's caught, and the tackle's made before the first down occurs. Gunnar Franklin came up, made the stop on that far sideline. It is a gain to the Hearts' 29-yard line, and we're down to 45 seconds left. Go clock. Hearts by 20, so we're just deciding the final score here. Summers looking to throw again. Plants goes to the near side, and it's overthrown. Pass stops the clock with 32 seconds left. There was not a chance the receiver was going to catch that one.
Yeah, Bartels is not exactly the tallest kid, 5'7", and that ball was about 9 feet in the air, so not much of a chance for him there.
Unity wins over Muhammad Seymour 24-19. Thank you, Mr. Woltman. And thank you, Ron Will, for the kind comments. Ron is always very supportive of our broadcasts, and I appreciate that. 32 seconds left. Effingham in front, 34-14. Mount Zion has it 3rd and 1 at Effingham's 29-yard line. Summers one more time from the shotgun. There's the snap. Here come the Hearts. Summers across the middle, going to the end zone, and incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down. Clock stops with 26 seconds left in this one.
I mean, obviously, we know who's going to win this game, but at this point, there's a little pride going out there. You know, Mount Zion wants to get in the end zone just to do it. And, you know, for the Effingham defense, they want to keep them out of there. They want to limit Mount Zion to 14 points and come out of this thing feeling good going into Lincoln. So, you know, it's still a lot of intensity out on the field, despite the fact that this game is, for all intents and purposes, over.
4th and 1. They'll throw one more time, and it is caught, and they do get the first down, and he eludes the defender for the Hearts, and he's in for the touchdown. So Reagan Mason scores with 19.7 seconds left to make it 34-20. So Mount Zion does score. Again, 19.7 seconds left, and Mount Zion scores on the pass play to Mason. Good for How many yards, sir?
29.
Thank you. And they will try to kick for one here. 19.7 seconds left. There's the kick. I don't think he got it. Just across the crossbar. So he did get it. All right, Olinger kicks the extra point successfully. That makes it 34-21, so the Hearts lead trimmed to 13, but with 19.7 seconds left, I'm feeling pretty good. And so do the sidelines. And so does the crowd. We're keeping it here, Gail. There's the Hoogahorn.
Yeah, that was, Mount Zion's a team that is capable of, throwing the ball and really gaining a lot of yardage through the air in a hurry. And so they managed to get one more score tacked on just to get the stats padded up a little bit, make the thing seem a little bit closer. But obviously, Effingham has been in control of this thing since halftime, and all they got to do is not turn the ball over.
Tell us about that drive, Dustin.
That was a 6-play, 52-yard drive for Mount Zion, and it took 1 minute and 37 seconds to complete. So the final time of possession numbers on this game, which I don't have figured up yet, but it's going to be as one-sided on that as it's ever been. Effingham with scoring drives of 8:04, 9:56 just in this half. In the first half, they had a scoring drive that lasted well over 8 minutes, as I recall. So just really impressive stuff.
I never did tell you about that last drive for Effingham. 16 plays, 92 yards, 9:56.
Yeah, I don't know that I've been doing this for about 10 years. I don't know if I can remember a 10-minute scoring drive or not.
That is sensational. Well, you talk about taking the starch out of an opponent when you can kill the clock like that. Wonderful. Great win here for the Hearts tonight. Coach Heff pretty pumped. He's over here on the sidelines talking to one of the Mount Zion kids who's lined up for the kickoff. There's the kick. They try the onside kick, and the Hearts have their good hands people up there. And a nice job by Austin Herbeth. He fields it well. 18.3 seconds. And Nate Thompson's got that victory formation thing down pretty good.
Good hands from Herbeth, because that kick had a little mustard on it.
Sidewinder, and Herbeth pounced on it. So one play, and the show's going to be over, and the Hearts will hoist high the Apollo Conference Football Championship trophy. And that'll be a sweet victory over the Mount Zion Braves. Quality program. There's the knee. That's the show. Hearts, the champions of the Apollo Conference Football Conference. Final score here at Klosterman Field on senior night. Effingham 34, Mount Zion 21. Hearts go to 4-0. They'll wrap up this strange but wonderful season next Friday night in Lincoln. And we'll have it for you on 97.9 XFM. Post-game show on the way in a minute.
Whether you're in the market to purchase a new or pre-owned vehicle, Northside Ford on North Keller Drive in Effingham will find a car that works for you. Check out their selection of cars and trucks today.
ProLube of Effingham is more than just your favorite oil change shop. We sell and install all major brands of tires. Check engine light on? We also perform diagnostic and repair work. Call or stop by today for a free quote at ProLube of Effingham.
Pro Rehab Postgame Show. Pro Rehab is your best choice for physical therapy. Call 217-606-3004.
I think banging the drum's a fine idea. Wow. Bang the drum for the Effingham Football Hearts, the Apollo Conference champs, for whatever season this is, 2020 or 2021. We'll get Mr. Hefner down here for a post-game visit. Thanks for joining us, Brett.
Yeah.
Congratulations on the conference championship.
Well, thank you. I think the kids deserve all the credit in the world. Wow. What amazing group of kids. Not just our senior. I know it's senior night, and we got 20 of them that play, and we had kids from other classes contribute too, but I can't say enough about them. We talk all the time about toughness and toughest team wins and those things, and I just feel like tonight, wow, opening kickoff, Trevin with an elbow, and then he's back in. He can't even shake hands with that hand. Nate hits his hand on a mask, it's probably broken. He's like, "Oh, tape it up and go." And Austin goes down early, and we lose Gabe, and Dalton steps in and plays, and there's a lot of guys banged up, a lot of guys made plays, and we talk about it all the time. Just keep playing, just keep playing, keep playing, keep playing. Toughest team wins, just keep playing. And I think tonight was probably the definition of that, and happy for them, proud of them, what they've done for our program and been a part of. They've been a part of the most successful years of the program, and a number of them have played major roles in that from the time they were sophomores on. And you got some kids like Trevor and Trevin, and Sean was big tonight, and those guys, they waited until their senior year to get a chance to play. And they're, the regular one got taken away from them, and they've just been playing. And, same way with Gabe, and just, Alex has been a part of, all of them. Zach Slifer changes positions, goes down to nose, and he's playing. They just play. And they just play and play and play and win and all that. And it's a close-knit group. It's a group that's special, very special to me, with having a son in that group. We moved here, 6 years ago, and they didn't know him, and they took him in. And I told him that means more than anything. It speaks volumes about how they are. And we're finishing the game tonight, and Nate Thompson comes up and says, "Coach, we always talk, toughest team wins." He goes, "We got a pretty tough one. Can we give the game ball to Briggs?"
That's nice.
And all player driven. Just tells you about Nate and tells you about the kids and what they think of Jacob and everything that he's going through. But yeah, just so proud of our kids, happy for them. I know our basketball guys were wanting to win both, and they got that mission accomplished. And so hopefully we're going to come in and enjoy this one in film tomorrow.
Absolutely. I cannot get over time of possession. Do you realize you had the ball 37 of the 48 minutes of tonight's game?
I didn't, but I knew it was going to be important. We came into it, didn't know. We came into it with this thought. They're always one play from scoring, whether they're on the 50-yard line or they're on their own 5. They've got too many weapons, and a quarterback was a 3-year starter. We knew we couldn't just let him sit back there and pat the ball and throw it. So we were going to have to take some chances to come after him and try and get to him early. And then offensively, we knew, okay, we had to try and keep the ball out of their hands. We had to finish drives, not turn the ball over and things like that. I didn't know that we would be able to run it as well as we did. And, so I'm anxious to watch us play up front and on film and see how well we played. And I think we wore them down. I just think, same thing I said, Austin, he plays some offense, but he's not a full-time offense. Stoney plays some offense, but he's not a full-time offense. And having 22 different guys to run out there is a big deal when their guys, they got 4, 5, 6 guys that never come off the field. And it wears on them. And I thought we caught, and it's why we tried the surprise onside kick, because giving them the ball to 50 is no different than giving them the ball. So we took a chance and came up 2 yards short, and we got fortunate there. We got a penalty and got to move back and got a sack, and so we kind of got bailed out of that a little bit. Defense made some plays, but I thought tremendous effort by our kids.
There's so much to talk about. Individual effort. There is one play, and that's Tristan's touchdown catch. I can't imagine a tougher catch, and he had such concentration and one-handed that ball. That was just about as pretty a reception as I've seen.
Yeah, it was. I was happy. Happy we were able to. That was a big score to get that one in there, and I thought we made some big conversions on that drive to keep it alive. But yeah, that was a heck of a catch and finish, and. Like I said, they're always one play. They get the long play to 6, and it's just how easy they are. Everybody says, "Well, you don't play with the safety." Well, last time I checked, number 5 is pretty good. He got 15 career interceptions. Like, we'll let him play. He was pretty good. He was pretty good the rest of the night, as the rest of them were, And but we knew that coming in, that's the danger that they posed, and so we knew we had to try and hang on to the ball and then try and heat the quarterback up a little bit and go.
Effingham and Mount Zion through the years have been sensational opponents, and this game was no exception. And I mean, you had the thing lingering in the back of your mind from the last season when Hearts made the Final Four and they got the win. But Effingham played so well tonight. Very few penalties. Just your execution. So it was you. Okay. Well, we didn't know who, but
me. It wasn't on the kids. Yeah, it was me.
All right. Well,
it was me. But yes, I would agree. We knew we didn't have. You don't. And it's hard to when we go and you see what happens when we do go backwards. It's hard. For, last year we could make up for it a little bit. This is a different group, and then we had to be with Nate in his hand tonight. Once that started, we had to be real careful with what we did. We didn't want to come out and, even though we thought we had chances where we could throw it, but I think getting the stop at the end of the first half and then taking the opening kickoff of the second half and hanging on to it for 9 minutes or whatever it was big.
9:56 was the one possession. That's phenomenal. I mean, that's getting on to most of a quarter.
Yeah, and it wears on people. And the good thing is it keeps their potent receivers on the other side standing and watching.
Yeah, Mike Shackelford set up the tackle sheet, and I thought, well, gosh, those aren't many tackles. That's because Mount Zion didn't have the football very much.
Yeah, they didn't play very much, and then a lot of it was through the air, so there's not going to be many tackles.
Right. Gosh. Now, I'm being badgered by people in the booth. They're saying, you got to ask him about why he didn't catch that ball that was thrown into the sidelines. I saw you look at Bo like maybe he was supposed to cover for you.
What's that? The ball went by me?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Okay. They both made me ask you. Said, you be sure ask him about that pass. All right.
The pass that came my way? Probably my age, I'd get hurt trying to catch it. I'm better off just avoiding.
Man. So this is a wonderful win. Historic and all of that in this crazy, the weird season that we're having. And now you go to Lincoln next week, and the conference championships decided. And so what do you do to challenge the guys and encourage them?
I think we've been fortunate. Our kids, we have a pretty heavy buy-in from all of our kids. And all those quirky little sayings and all that stuff matters to those guys, and the standard is the standard, all of that stuff. And I don't worry about that. They're going to want to finish things off and finish it off the right way. And I think they know what their legacy is going to be, and they want to make sure that it goes right. The main thing is we need to get healthy and get them as healed up as we can, and have a good week of practice and we talk about it. It doesn't matter who we play. We're playing to our standard, and I don't worry much about this group.
No, I think you've got a good point there. Congratulations.
Thank you, Greg. I appreciate it.
Great to visit with you, Brett, and Apollo Conference champions. Thanks. Congratulations to Brett Hefner. Final score again, Effingham 34, Mount Zion 21, and the Hearts now 4-0 and champions of the Apollo Conference.
Thanks for listening. This has been a production of Premier Broadcasting Incorporated.